What's up, man?
Hey, what's up? Hey,
Just gonna sit in for a while. Yeah,
hey, but is my Wi-Fi okay?
it's fine now.
Yeah, man. It's a bit shaky. I was trying to fix it up.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi is a bit shaky.
Damn. Hey guys, I see quite a few of you are in. Just give me one moment to set this up. We'll start at 8:05, yeah, if that's okay. Hey guys, feel free to unmute yourself on your video. Get to know each other today.
Hello,
Hello, who is this?
this is George.
Nice. Sorry, guys, just a moment. How are you doing, George?
I'm doing fine. Actually, I just finished work.
Is that how I pronounce your name, George? Is that the right way of saying
Well, you can call me with my other name, although there's another Ria here.
Oh, really? Oh, your name
Yeah, I
is Marjorie.
see it's REA. Yeah, that's my full name.
Great, great. Hey,
But
thanks for coming, guys. Thanks for coming. I see. Let's do a brief introduction in a bit. I'll introduce more about myself first and the community, because I understand, you guys trusted us, even though our website is really crappy. You guys trusted us, even though this is one of our first batches, so we really appreciate it. So we want to get this right and introduce the community right. Give me a moment, yeah. Okay, can you guys see my screen? It says week 1.
Yes.
Awesome stuff. Hey, Siti Hawa, I see you. Hey, how are you doing?
Preparing for the class.
Great, great. Thanks for coming. Hey, Joey.
hello.
Thanks for coming, guys. Just give me
No
one
props.
just to accept a few more people, then we can start. All just got back from work or what?
Wow.
Oh, I just saw your comments in the chat. Really sketchy. I thought it was a scam. Well, I mean, it might be a scam. You just don't know yet. It's too early to tell, right? I could be scamming you guys, right? But that's just I think that's a few more people. Let's just wait, because I feel the introduction is very important to make sure no one else thinks you're a scam anymore, because we put in a lot of effort in this community and we really want to grow it. So yeah. Oh. Hey, thanks for turning on your video and being so friendly on the group chat on WhatsApp, because we had quite a few other groups and some groups were not as friendly as the rest, and you guys were really nice in terms of the way you introduce yourself, talk about yourself, which is great. So okay, I think we have most of us here. I'm just going to start right now. All right. Okay. So yeah, for those who just join in, feel free to unmute yourself, turn on your video. This is more of a community session rather than like a one-way communication. And I'm hoping throughout the following weeks, we can get to know each other a lot better. We can, collaborate on projects, and really for you guys as well, among yourselves, form groups and build startups together. Who knows, right? We have some of our previous participants who are working on different projects together now, which is awesome to see, right? And it's normal if anyone here feels shy, don't worry about it. It's normal because you guys, it's the first time seeing you guys, right? And usually we host physical events so that people can break the ice a little bit better in these events. So hopefully I can see some of you, in the near future. All right, so let's just start. I want to start by, sorry, someone's joining in. Yep, I want to start by introducing ourselves. the community, right? So when people ask me, who are we, what do we do, right? That there's no one way to define this. I see the Hacker Collective, and we see ourselves as a social impact community, a self-taught community, and a hacker community. So when we say hackers, right, I'm sure when you guys first saw this thing, the Hacker Collective, you guys probably think we're a bunch of guys in hoodie trying to hack PCs and all that, right? Nope. When we say hackers, we mean people with the hacker mindset, okay? Not people who hack PCs. Hacker mindset, basically people who challenge the status quo, okay? People who does things in a non-conventional way, people who look for loopholes, opportunities, and people who think out of the box. The idea really is, the mindset we want to encourage you guys to have. And when we say self-taught community, we mean people who have the ability to learn on their own without spending 3 years in uni to get a job, right? That pays you graduate level salary. And even if you get a job after uni, right? Well, there's a report by Kazana Research Institute that says that almost 50% of graduates in Malaysia are unemployed for 1 year at least. So I don't know, seeing that number, it just scares me, right? And me myself as a tech guy, as a business guy, I hire a bunch of developers as well. And I honestly don't give a damn if someone has a uni degree. I don't care at all. All I care is what he can do, what he can build, and his ability to convey his message. So this is what we want to try and do, right? To show you that it's possible. And the goal about this whole self-taught community thing is to get you started working on projects and learning on the job ASAP, without paying, how much is it for degrees? 100,000 for degrees, without paying, 15,000 on boot camps. I feel it's definitely possible. All right. So let me just move on to our vision. What do I want to talk about here? Okay. So our vision for the Hacker Collective, right? We're still really new, so obviously we're not there yet, right? But our vision is to make education accessible to all, to disrupt the need for a traditional 3 to 5 years degree just to get a job, right? We want to bring this movement across Southeast Asia, and also to raise awareness on the self-taught movement. And also, one big thing also is to provide affordable education to the underprivileged communities in Malaysia, like B40 groups, refugee groups, the unemployed people, the disabled people, that kind of stuff. And we cannot do it ourselves. We're going to need to train up students like you guys. Hopefully 3 to 4 to 5 months from now, you guys will be more ready for this. And hopefully, I mean, in the form we asked if you guys were interested to mentor in the future, and quite a few of you said yes. So hopefully down the line, maybe 4 to 5 months down the line, you guys will be good enough to actually teach and give back to these people. So as I was saying, right, a lot of these people, under communities people, right, they are, sorry, someone's joining in. A lot of these people, they are literally stuck in the poverty cycle. So just to share as well, right, none of us here in the team, none of us are taking a pay cut. We are literally reinvesting everything that we take from you guys. We're building up a little, you can call it a social learning portal online for everyone to use for free. Well, even though on that portal, there's no mentor, there's no project, but it's really something that brings all the best social elements of university education onto one portal, which we will launch really soon, hopefully by next month, and I'll let you guys know about that. So honestly, I appreciate you guys joining these classes. In a way, right, you're helping us on our journey to make education truly accessible to everyone else, especially those who cannot afford it. So and then you may ask me, right, tech is tough. Is it really possible? Are we just a bunch of scammers bullshitting our way through to scam your money, right? Well, let me tell you something. It is possible, okay, if we share the same 5 beliefs that we do. Our beliefs, okay. Number 1, the belief here is that you don't need a 10-year veteran in the industry to teach you what you need. Right now, right, most of you guys, are still beginners. The things that you need to know are still fairly low level, I would say. And it's more of getting used to the technologies that you're about to learn and applying them, building projects, rather than solving all these deep learning algorithms that requires loads of mastery and technical expertise, basically. And also, it's not cheap to hire a 10-year veteran to teach you the code, right? It's not efficient because they might not even be able to convey the message well enough, like a self-taught coder can. All right, that's our concept. Secondly, right, you're going to need to put in hours because the hours do add up, and programming is tough. It's not easy because if it's easy, I would think that if something is easy, everyone else would be doing it already, right? Then there wouldn't be such a huge demand for programmers. But yes, there are some super talented ones that we hired some of our students in-house. We hired them after 2 months, right? It's definitely possible. But I'm sure in this group also, some of you will be a bit more advanced, more talented, and some of you will be extremely hard workers like myself. I worked super hard when I was learning to code. So, don't get demotivated just because someone else learns faster or is more hardworking. Just compare with yourself and really, focus on your own goal. Compare yourself, compare who you are today versus who you are yesterday. I think yeah, I think that's what I would say. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna keep all this short because I really want to get to know you guys better and hear from you guys, and don't want to bore you guys out too much. But basically, the internet is full of a lot of resources. There's no secret formula, right? We all refer to the same documentation, and I believe you learn best by teaching others and by discussing with each other. No, if you do it yourself, it's going to be very, very tough. That's why we built these groups for people to really, get to know each other better and learn together. All right. And yeah. So why are we so excited about this group? Well, 3 reasons. Firstly, this is when we start implementing the pure learning model, which is led by, as you saw in the group, right, 5 to 6 jumpstarters, right? Jumpstarters are not teachers, they are mentors. They are people with the sole role to keep you going in this journey because it's very, very tough. And you're going to need people, like, honestly, when you start doing it yourself, right, building up projects and all that yourself at home, you're going to realize that this is so tough. Yes, you can go out and use all the free learning resources, which I 100% recommend. Do it, right? But doing tutorials non-stop is not going to bring you anywhere. It's not going to get you ready for a job. No way. I interviewed a lot of self-taught coders. We got accountants, we got bankers, we got people from engineering as well. A lot of them, they just come to me and say, hey, I want a job because I know this language, that language. They know all this stuff. They know HTML, CSS, Java. Yeah, they know it. But when I ask them one level deeper, ask them, can you build it right now on the spot in front of me? I give them 30 minutes, they can't solve it. So that's the hard part. Everyone can build projects, everyone can show you projects, but a true techie is someone who's able to come up with a solution on the spot. They will know what to Google, what to search, and how to think logically to solve a problem. All right. Second thing is unlimited mentorship. For this batch, you guys can reach out to us anytime at all. We didn't do this back in the days just because we didn't have enough manpower. But right now, we are taking up some more projects, so we have a little bit more funds, so we can bring on more mentors on board, and you guys can feel free to reach out to any of us anytime at all throughout the week. And I feel, if we provide that, definitely we're providing everything for you to learn, the curriculum, the mentors, the projects. It's really down to your own hard work for you guys to be successful in this. And then finally, we have the Go Live program, which is obviously the project thing that we're talking about. Well, I'm going to drill down into this a bit further later on, but just to make something clear, this is not guaranteed for everyone, right? It will depend on your level. If I see one of you here who's like super duper motivated doing this full time, want to break into tech ASAP, yes, we're going to consider you. Maybe 2 months down the line, we will even take you on board, like we did with some of our previous students. But I would say it really depends on your level of commitment to your learning, and we will oversee it throughout the coming weeks. So just want to get this clear, all right? Because some of you might think it's confirmed, it's guaranteed. It's not, all right? So yeah. All right, I think, I've spoken enough, okay? You guys probably think, who is this random dude, Derek, talking here, telling me all this crap that I probably wouldn't care about. So just to share a bit, right? I myself, I'm an accounting and finance student, okay? I didn't know code. So I would say it was 6 to 7 to 8 months ago. I came back from UK. I was in UK. Came back from UK. I worked in venture capital. Any one of you into startups and investments will definitely know about venture capital. Basically, what we do is we look for early stage startups and we just throw money at them. That's what I used to do. Then I realized that the finance route isn't really what I want. I want to be the one running the business. I want to be the one spearheading where the business is going. I want to be the one making an impact. So at that point, I realized, what role can do this best? So I was like, oh, right, fine, maybe coding can do it well, right? So I quit my job. I learned to code for 3 months. I met up with Ming, which is the co-founder of this thing. Me and him, we co-founded this thing together. So I met up with Ming. Ming is a true techie, very, very pro. He taught himself code, took 1 year off to teach himself code, and he was my mentor back in the days. And we were saying, if we can have this, if more people can be part of this community and learn code without paying this huge amount to boot camps or universities, right? There will be more people, being in good jobs and being in better positions compared to where they are today. And we know that it's possible. That's why we want to spread this movement out. All right, so that's it for myself. Maybe, maybe I can get you guys to introduce yourself. I can see a lot of your faces, which is great. Want to see, for those of you who didn't on your video, it would be nice if you can on your video, at least when you're introducing yourself. But best case scenario, you can on it throughout, then I can see your faces when I'm talking. At least I'm not talking to myself, So let's go with the list. Oh yeah, Eugene here is a jump starter. He's the only jump starter here today. Not sure why, not sure where everyone else is. Eugene is maybe I'll leave the introduction in a bit, but yeah, let's start with Wan Ling. Yes, unmute yourself. Tell us what's your name, where are you from, what's your end goal from learning this, and what's your current experience, just so everyone knows each other.
Hi, my name is Wan Ling. I'm 20 years old. I'm currently a food science student at Monash University. But we're having online classes, so I have time to do this thing. And my experience, I only know like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Yeah, I know a bit of like, what's that? Adobe something, CS thing, Adobe something. Can make website one, cost Dreamweaver or something.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that thing. That's all.
So what's your end goal?
Just to learn a bit more because I'm only taking online classes and I'm taking 50% of the course load. So I have a bit of time. And I was supposed to have German class, but then they canceled the class. So yeah, I can do this.
Oh,
thing.
are you the one who speaks German?
I speak a bit of German, yeah.
Well, that's awesome stuff. Okay.
Yeah, actually our group is very international. We have Filipinos, we have people from UK, yeah.
How much are you paying for your online classes?
Oh, the German class is very expensive. It's like
No,
one level is like
Monash.
2,300, and you need to, in order to get to enter a German university, you need to like do up to 5 levels, which is like 10K.
Oh, that.
total.
No,
Yeah.
I'm referring to food.
Yeah, I think what Derek meant was he was referring to the food science. I think it's lagging a bit right now.
Yeah. Did I break off or something?
You're
Hello?
lagging.
Okay. Never mind. Let's move on to City. Let's go.
Okay, hi everyone. My name is Siti Hawa. You can call me Siti or Hawa. And I'm 26 years old. And currently I'm working as an assistant office in a dental supply company.
Oh, okay.
Okay, my background is a computer science student, but yeah, but I kind of regret I left for 2 years because of the career change and stress level. So I'm trying to get back into the programming field. So I can be a freelancer doing a dual job, two job.
Where did you study?
It's a local university, UMT, University of Malaysia Terengganu.
Okay, cool. So are you based in KL now?
Yes, I live with my family in Cheras.
Cool, very cool. Okay, looking forward. We have a computer science grad, which is awesome. You'll be amazed. We get quite a few computer science students. So I hope it's beneficial to you, Siti. If it's boring, you can stop me and tell me, hey, Derek, you're talking bullshit. I know all this stuff.
You're doing great.
Great. So great, Siti. I'm very glad to have you here with us. Let's move on to Joey.
Okay.
Hi everyone, I'm Joey. So I'm 24 years old. My background is I'm a recruiter for IT. So how I got into this is from my candidates themselves. And I tried coding a bit of JavaScript and Python, but I realized it's very hard to learn on your own. So I've been wanting to do something about it. And so this is what I do. And my aim goal is definitely to be able to build a website. Yeah.
Wait, Joey, just a
Yeah,
website?
Probably a website and get jobs maybe.
Oh, before we go even deeper, right? Do you guys know the difference between websites and web applications?
Do I know? No, not really.
Okay, no worries. Siti, do you know the difference between websites and web apps?
Yes, website and web apps.
Yeah.
Website is more on the computer, like we are viewing it in the computer. Yeah, and the web apps, we use it in a phone, like Android and iPhone, something.
Okay, City, I'm sorry, but you're not correct. That's mobile apps. That's mobile apps. Web apps are basically anything that runs on the web. Then people will ask me, what's the difference between websites and web apps? Very simple. Web apps are dynamic. Web apps have a backend. Things like, just think of this, keep it simple. Facebook, Airbnb, Reddit, these kind of stuffs are not something they can build with, I don't know, with Wix or something, right? If Joey, if all you want to do is build simple websites, right?
Web apps then.
Then this is gonna be a waste of your time because it's gonna be very tough.
Understand.
Yeah. Cool.
Web
Just wanna,
application. Thank you for that.
hey, no worries. Okay, great. Well, looking forward to see your website and web app, Joey.
Yeah.
I would say by the end of month 1, you guys will be able to build a website already. It's really simple website.
Okay.
Web apps is a hard part. Okay, great. Let's move on to Pierce. Yo, dude, can't hear you, man.
Wait. Oh,
Yeah, I can't hear you, bro.
testing.
Hey, can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay. My name's Pierce, and I'm born in England. Currently staying in Malaysia. I currently am also a accounting student in my final year. So, during the COVID period, a lot of people cannot go out. So during that time, I went to look up some other skills to learn. So I came across coding.
So what's your end goal?
My end goal is to possibly transition into a tech role from what I'm currently studying, which is accounting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool stuff, man. I mean, definitely doable. Myself and Ming, we're both from accounting and finance background, so if we can do it, you can do it. There's nothing special about us. Okay, cool. Thanks, Pierce, for sharing. Let's go. Who's next? Alisa.
Hi everyone, I'm Alisa, but you can call me Ali. I'm 22 years old. I'm based here in the Philippines, and currently I'm a client support officer for an Australian company. So my end goal is that maybe that I could learn about Python, since when I was searching jobs, they needed people that had knowledge in Python.
Oh, but Alisa, we're doing JavaScript.
Yeah, that's fine. I also want to learn about that.
Hey, Alisa, I can't see you.
Oh, sorry. Because I had to do something, so I stopped my video.
Oh, okay, never mind. Maybe next week onwards you can turn it on. Alisa? Okay, can't hear her anymore. Okay, no worries. And guys, just to share as well, I'll share a bit more about.
I'm sorry, I'm in a meeting now. I'm sorry, Derek. I'll come back to you later.
No worries. Who is that?
Just thank you. I'm listening to you. All right. Thank you.
Who is that? Is that?
Oh, my name is Ken.
Oh. Okay.
I'm in a meeting right now, so I will introduce myself maybe next time. Is that okay? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. So, oh yeah, I saw you, Ken. Yes. Okay, great. No worries. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Derek.
No worries.
Hi, guys. Bye.
Okay, guys. So as I was saying, right, for JavaScript and Python, we're going to explain a bit more on why we chose JavaScript, and you guys will be really happy why we chose JavaScript. Okay. So let's move on to Ria, REA.
Hi everyone, good evening. I'm Rhea, 24 years old, currently employed under healthcare company as a medical coordinator here in the Philippines. But I was graduated as an IT. So I joined this group also for career change, and also I know I will eventually use these skills on certain looking for some jobs, especially JavaScript is one of the skills they're looking for. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. No worries. Thank you. Ryan, let's go.
Yes.
Hey, looking good, bro.
I'm a student for computer science.
Wow.
Yeah.
So why do you choose to join us if you're already in a degree right now?
Because I don't understand anything.
You don't understand?
Yeah.
What, are you in your second year?
I'm in my first year, first sem.
Oh, very new. Which uni?
KDU.
KDU, very nice. I'm sure we have a lot to learn from you, computer science guy. Very nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's move on.
Okay.
Who's next? Sushimita.
Hi guys, good evening. Sorry, can't turn on my video since it's some restriction with my laptop due
No
to
worries.
its corporate. Anyway, I'm Sushimita. You can call me Shumi. I'm part of the recruitment team, so I'm very exposed with IT jobs, especially with developers and also with infrastructure. So what makes me interested with the course is because before, when I was in high school and even college, I was doing programming, well, basic HTML and CSS only. So at the end of the course, I'd like to be a full stack developer. And yeah, that's all. Thank you.
Very cool, Sushmita. Thanks for sharing. Awesome. Let's go for the next one. George.
Hello, my name is George. Yeah. Okay, so I'm a math teacher, and I kind of just wanted a career shift. So it was during the time when I was just scrolling on Instagram when I found the Hacker Collective, and I was also looking for a job. Actually, a job wherein, I get to earn, and then it says there in your advertisement that I can get to work freelance. But of course, I will have to learn the skills. So that's very ideal. I'd love to do that, but although now I'm already working, but I have a different job. I teach students online. I teach math. But then I'd like to really learn like more of IT because I know I'm seeing this vision that technology is really a must when it comes to the advancement for the future. I mean, for more years to come. So when I saw this on Instagram and filled up the form and I want to know more about this, I really had the thinking that it could be a scam. It could be something that I even told my friends about it. And there's this one friend of mine who said, well, you know what? I'm not so sure if I'm going to, encourage you to join that because I tried something and I also paid and I did not get anything out of after paying and I got scammed. So I don't know. So my brother, he works online too. He has a Polish boss and he knows more about technology, about selling clicks, something like that, for companies who would want to advertise their products and stuff. And when they get viewed, that's what they're paying for. So that's a job of my brother. And I asked him actually if he can search Hacker Collective and tell me how he finds Hacker Collective, if it's a scam as well or not. But then I prayed and told God, okay, Lord, I don't have the money to enroll yet. But just in case, I'll put this, I'll put the date. By this day, I don't have my money yet. Maybe I'm not for my Hacker Collective. But then God provided money. So I think, okay, I think this is a yes from you, Lord. Okay. So that's how I got in here. And honestly, I have nothing IT related. Like I have nothing to know, but I am so interested on how this is going to work. I am really up for this. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, George. I mean, that's like super in-depth introduction about yourself, and I really like the energy that you have. And for everyone else here, right? I know this is the first session. Everyone's still strangers, but we need to keep the energy. The motivation to learn code. Trust me, this week is gonna be okay easy. Next week is gonna be okay easy. By the end of the month, it's gonna start getting tough. And I hope you guys remember what you say today, because you guys will really need to practice. And I'm gonna be here for you. We're all gonna be here for you. All we need is for you to put in your own hard work. That's all I can say again and again. So thank you, George, for sharing. Let's move on, Martin.
Okay, hi guys, I'm Martin.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey, looking
Hi
good.
guys. I'm Martin. Currently I'm 19. Currently I'm working at a digital solution company. So I came here for learning as much as possible that I can learn.
Martin, your goal is to get a decent wage without going for uni, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes, very good, Martin. Just to share as well, the last 3 guys that we did who completed the thing within 3 months, because they were doing it full time, right? The last 3 guys we had, they were all pre-uni as well. They didn't go to uni. So, I would say uni is uni. You don't need uni to be successful. What I can say is, if you can put in the amount of hours, the amount of time, you can get Mr. Lo Sang-ze. And you, yeah, I think you're a bit late. Just do a Hello? Okay, never mind. Let's move on. Ryan? Wait, Ryan did, right? Who else? Oh, the arrangement went messy. Who's next? Let's go from Mervin. Mervin.
Hey, hi guys, everyone. Mervin here. Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah, go on.
Hi, yes. So I'm basically 24 this year. I'm working at HSBC. It's a global support executive. Been in this role for about 2 years, but I've always had passion in IT. So I just came here to find out, learn as much as I can about IT. And my end goal is to hopefully become a junior software developer, be able to code and develop softwares, and also move into freelancing.
Awesome stuff, Marvin. Thank you so much for sharing.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, great. So let's move on. I think we have 1 or 2 more only, then we can start. Sorry if this is a little bit lengthy. Okay, Eloine. Let's go.
Hello.
Yeah, hey.
My name is Eloine. I'm 25 years old. I just finished my degree as a mechanical engineering. I always have interested in IT things lah. So my goal is like to get a job in the IT industry lah.
As a developer or as a what?
Still not sure, but I think as starter, maybe developer first lah.
Developer first lah. Yep. Okay, cool. Great, Eloine. Looking forward to work with you. I see you do some data science, right, Eloine? Some Python.
Not to do. I mean, it's like I learned during the MCO.
Haven't done any projects yet.
No.
Okay,
so
you do
it's like
Kaggle? Use Kaggle?
No.
Oh, okay. No worries. Okay, I think let's move on. Jagadesh.
Hi guys, my name is Jagadish. I'm currently studying, so I think that's all. Not much to say lah. So I really want to master this skill. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, Jagadesh. Guys, just want to introduce a bit. Jagadesh is from another batch. Last time we used to test out this learning model. It's called the polyglot programming style. Jagadesh was in that batch. What we did in polyglot style, we taught 3 programming languages in 3 months. Well, I guess it didn't work out very well because I felt like people who joined the batch, because the idea was after 3 months, we wanted to split everyone based on what they're interested in. So some people join in and they want to do data science, right? If you do data science, you kind of need to know Python, but they didn't know Python and we had to teach them Python. So we're thinking, why can't we just do a 3 months programming fundamentals batch covering Flutter for mobile apps, covering web development, JavaScript for web development, and Python for data science, right? But by the end of it, for some reason, the Python guys and the mobile app guys lost interest, maybe because it was too difficult. So that's why we came back to our fundamentals, which is web development, which is where all the demand is at anyways. So yeah, just sharing about Jagadesh. Cool stuff, guys. Is there anyone else who hasn't introduced himself? Yeah, Kane is in in a meeting right now, and yeah, I think that's pretty much. I think everyone went, right? If I missed any one of you, I'm really sorry, but I think we should proceed already. This guys with the video on, they look bored. So let's proceed. So yeah, guys, these are the jump starters for this batch. Just a very short one for each of them. This is me, obviously. Then Ming is my business partner, which I introduced briefly just now. Eugene, he was in the call as well. Eugene is a cybersecurity graduate, but he's transitioning his career into tech, into web development. He's working with us now, and he was the one who really saw my journey going from a complete noob into a developer. Yeah. Then Kais is also a self-taught developer. He's a refugee from Myanmar. As I said just now, we are all for refugees and B40 communities. We really want to help them. So it's very hard for refugees to get a job in Malaysia, regardless of how good they are. So that's why we brought Kais on board. Kais and Sultani, in fact, they're both refugees. Very good friends of mine, very gentle, very nice people, very, very, very smart. So I think there's a lot to learn from them as well. And then finally, there's Logan. Logan is a computer science graduate. I think you guys will be seeing Logan. So how it works is a few of us will be in charge of front end, few of us will be in charge of back end, and few of us will be in charge of the final project, which is, so this group, by the end of it, you know, we're gonna have like a little startup project idea. So if anyone here has an idea that you want to build, like the next Facebook or like a little marketplace, okay, you guys can bring it up and we can build it together. All right. Of course, we're not going to be building it for you, but that's going to be your final project to bring everything we learned together, from front end to back end to databases to server to deployment, every single thing. We will bring it together and try and build it together. So I'm going to talk about this down the line because it's not anytime soon. Right now, we have to get the fundamentals right, but I'm just letting you guys know that after this call, we're going to have a little voting sheet for us to start writing what ideas we want and all that kind of stuff. We'll talk about that more in the future, all right? And yes, okay, so I can start the class already. So yes, it's a very long intro, but this is how it's going to be like, all right? Every week, we're going to start the first 30 minutes of the session going through last week's homework, okay? First 30 minutes will be dedicated to discussing last week's challenges and maybe breaking the ice a little bit, a little chatty, more chill style. Then after we're going to like one direction, you guys pair programming, that kind of stuff, all right? Because yeah, I can talk all day, right? You guys can go to university all day as well, but if you keep on listening, it's not gonna make you a developer. You have to really do it. So for today's session, we're gonna cover web development fundamentals. The roadmap I'm gonna cover later, okay? Because some of you know the roadmap already, so I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna do it later at the end of the session. But for now, I'm just gonna, so for today, we're gonna talk about web development fundamentals, you know, how does the internet work, all that stuff. More lecture based, but it's just because it's today. Today is week 1. We need to get the theory stuff right, okay? And then after that, we'll move on to do some HTML. And yeah, let's just continue. If you guys have any questions, right, feel free to just unmute yourself anytime and ask me, okay? I'll just answer your question. Or write in the chat, even though I don't really check the chat, but I hope one of you can take the lead and check the chat and let me know if there's any questions. Okay, guys, so yeah, let's go straight into it. How does the internet work? Anyone want to share? Especially the computer science guys and computer science girl. Anyone want to share? How does the internet work? Maybe right now I've been doing a lot of talking. I want you guys to go on the web. As I said, we are a self-taught community. I'm not going to spoon feed everything to you. I want you guys to take 5 minutes, go on Google and read how does the internet work. And I want one of you to volunteer and share it with the group. Joey, let's get you to do it, like Joey. Just a simple one, just a simple one. Try to understand what's happening on this page and truly just to share what you understand. We're not going to judge. It's just a very friendly sharing. We're going to get one random person every week.
Okay, the question is how does the internet work? Right?
Yes, and try to explain this diagram.
Okay.
Can I start first?
Hello, did someone say something?
Yeah, someone said something.
Oh, Kane, You're there.
Yes,
Hey, Kane.
I'm back. Yes.
You were in your
just
meeting, right?
share first? If
Oh,
you
yeah,
don't-
of course.
My explanation is a very simple one. It's moving data from one place to another place in bits, like by package, something like that.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Very good high-level explanation, which is very nice. But what are packages?
It's numbers.
Okay.
0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's a good attempt, and it's very nice because we want to cover the high level. Oh, by the way, Kane, I think you haven't introduced yourself, right?
Oh yeah, I will take time to introduce myself. I was in the meeting. I'm so sorry. So, hi, my name is Ken. I'm from Johor Bahru, Malaysia. I'm living in Johor right now, and I was working in Tencent, Tengxun. I'm not sure if you guys know it before. Yes. So what was the?
Oh, the question was, what do you do? You know, where are you from? What's your current experience with technology, and what's your end goal?
Oh, I'm a financial student right now. I'm studying in Beijing, but due to this Corona lockdown, I was forced to come back to Malaysia. And what is my final goal? Okay, my final goal I have some experience in C language and some backend system. And
wow.
Yeah, I learned it in China. So the reason why I'm joining this class because I saw a post on Instagram. I've been interested in learning Python, so that's why I'm joining this class just to try something out.
Cool, awesome stuff, Kane. I mean, honestly, happy to hear that you have some experience. And for every group, we will pick up some leaders, some fast learners, and these fast learners, we expect them to try and help the group out, which is great. Now I know, you know, we have Siti, we have Kane, we have the computer science guy from KDU. I forgot what's his name. Yeah, so got you guys. Hopefully you guys can help lead the team. So okay, I think thank you so much for your sharing, Kane. For the rest who were doing your research, I think, shall we go with the how does the internet work? Joey?
Okay, just gonna try.
Yeah.
So it starts with data. So data is sent across the internet, and data is like a message that you want to send to the internet. And like Kane said, it was packets. So data, it's split into many fragments called packets. This is so detailed.
Thanks, Joey. Thank you so much. Okay, so guys, I'm not gonna go in depth about package and bits and packets and all that stuff. I'm just gonna give you an even higher overview. Okay, when people in general, an average person, even myself, when I was still learning code, when people ask me what is the internet, I'll say, oh, it's those cloud stuff lah, right? Very complex one, cloud stuff. I wouldn't know, right? But then when I really sat down and really try and understand how does the internet work, because I was learning to code, right? So let me put it simply put, the internet really is just a long piece of wire, super long piece of wire that connects multiple computers together. All right, that's part one. So these computers, they talk to each other, they transfer data, like what you were saying just now, through giant wires, okay? So these computers are not just regular computers like what you and I are using. So these computers, they are online 24/7, ready to serve all the data and files that we are requesting, okay? Which is what we call a server, okay? And the computer that is making a request, these are called the client, all right? So we are the client, all right? So let's say when you type google.com, okay, in your browser, you can try it now, type google.com, right? the browser will send a message to the ISP, so to the internet service provider. So remember, you make a request to google.com, it will send a message to the ISP. Then the internet service provider will relay that message to the DNS server. DNS means domain name server, okay? You can look at this DNS server as a phone book, basically, okay? So when you make a request to google.com, DNS will look up in the database for what the exact IP address for Google is, all right? Domain name server is just www.google.com, that's a domain name. Then the IP is like some numbers and all that, okay? So every website has its own IP address that is linked to a single domain name server. That's it. So there are different DNS records, but you only need to worry about something called the A record and the MX records. So A records basically is your domain name, and the MX records is basically your email. That's it. Okay, I'm not going to go any further because that's going to confuse people. So the client sent a direct request to the IP address, which is found by the DNS through the ISP, which goes through the internet backbone, which is the long ass cable that I was talking about. So if you want an example, let's just take a look at my screen right now. We can look for the submarine cable map. Okay. Okay, this is what we call the internet backbone, like this. It's all connected between countries, go through the ocean and all that stuff. Okay, not sure if I have, that's the map. Okay, submarine cable. Yep, like this. Does that make sense? So this is how we transfer data between servers and between clients and servers. Okay, so that's the high level stuff that we really need to understand before moving on lah. All right, so let's, okay, great. So should be okay, right? The understanding on how the internet works. All right, great. If anyone wants to volunteer to write whatever I said out in the chat, go ahead. It helps with your memory. So yeah, go ahead and do it. If anyone wants to do it, it's really good for your memory. Just try it. No shame or anything, man. Okay. Yeah, I mean, personally myself, I really don't judge anyone. I don't care. Like, I do everything for the sake of learning. So yeah. And oftentimes, sometimes I might make mistakes. You know, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really more than happy to correct myself. So how do websites actually work? Just now we talked about internet. Now we talk about websites, because this is a web development course. We're talking about everything web. We're not talking about mobile apps. We're not talking about desktop apps. We're talking about web only. Okay. So data that you receive from server, remember we were talking about servers and clients, right? Data that we receive from servers consists of 3 types of files: HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So for those of you with a little bit of experience, can you guys very quickly in a one-liner tell me what each of them do?
Can I?
HTML and go ahead.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Ryan.
Okay, so HTML is used to display. CSS is also used to display. JavaScript is backend.
Okay. Yeah, but very vague. Anyone else want to add on to it? Right, by the way.
HTML is used to display what you see. Then CSS is to add some style to it. JavaScript adds behavior to what you are seeing.
Very good. That is the right answer, I would say. But thanks to both of you for trying. Keep it up, okay? So yes, exactly what he said, right? So let me just show you whatever they said was correct, okay? When you make, just now we said, right? When you make a request from the server, you get data back, right? Joey and all what they were saying, that you get it in packets and all that stuff. Just call it data for now. The data that you receive, right? What kind of data do you receive? You receive HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. These are 3 different file types. Okay, so yeah, let me just show you an example lah. Okay, this is my favorite website because I was in venture capital, and this is a website, Singaporean-based website actually, that talks about startups and all that stuff. So I really like reading this website, and I just wanna I'm not gonna tell you guys about news and all that lah, but I'm just going to demo a little bit. So if you right-click, you can try it out yourself also. Go to any website, right-click, inspect element. Okay. Can see here, okay, messy stuff, right? No worries. Next week, you're gonna know everything here. Okay, by next week. It's really not that tough. And guys, okay, I'm sorry. I should stop myself on saying that something is not tough, because everyone learns at a different pace. And it's not tough for me now, but back in the days, it was tough. So don't feel shy if, you know, if this is tough for you, okay? So I right-click, inspect element. What is this stuff here? This is HTML.
Yes.
What does HTML do again? Someone said just now, HTML plays a role in the structure and the of the page. HTML stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Markup language. What is a markup language? I'll talk about it later. But basically, this is markup. Okay, this is markup stuff. You see all this H4, div, script, link, all this stuff. This is markup language. Then of course we have Markdown. Later as well. That's see. I say PHP is awesome. For example, because HTML accounts it, then we have CSS, right? Which I said just now is for styling, right? So I want to style this up. Make this color, let's say blue. Boom. You can see, right? Came blue color. So that's styling. So this is nothing fancy. I'm just trying to show you that each web page is made up of 3 files. Okay. Yeah, and when I reload, right, you can see this is all the files that I get. This is everything that I get through this from the server. All the files here. Some are pictures, yeah, JPEG. Some are pictures. Some are, I don't know, some are JavaScript files. But basically, you know, these are all the files that you receive when you make a request. Basically, that's it. And you can see, right, this went back to normal. Can someone explain to me based on what we just shared, why did this go back to normal?
Because you make a new request.
Yes, very good. I made a new request to the server, which means, you know, whatever I changed just now was on the front end. This is the front end. I only changed it on the front end on my client, okay? I didn't make any changes to the server. Does that make sense? That's why when I refresh, I'm just making a new request to the server. I'm getting it exactly what, you know, what I'm getting back. Yeah, I just saw a message. Looks like many are interested in Python. Yes, Ryan, that's a very common thing that I see. Everyone's asking me, hey, can I learn Python? Oh, you don't do Python. I don't want to join you anymore. A lot of people don't join us just because we don't do Python, which doesn't make sense now because web development is all about JavaScript, which I will explain later. So yeah. Yeah, let's move on. How do they each contribute? Okay, we talked about this already. Sorry, I'm just gonna repeat myself really quickly. You know, HTML, building blocks of the HTML pages, CSS, styling the pages, Java, oh, sorry, it should be JS. Sorry, my bad, it should be JS. Makes our page dynamic. So for those with a little bit experience, maybe Kane, do you want to try? What does dynamic mean?
Dynamic, meaning that JSS is something that on interface, right?
Sorry, this is JavaScript. It's a typo. It should be JS.
Oh, JS. I thought JV. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dynamic meaning that the user interface.
Mm-hmm.
Something related to user interface. Maybe you can design in a better way.
Okay. That is in a way, yes, it relates to user interface. But what that means is, for example, I'm just gonna go to shameless plug here. I'm gonna go to our own website. Okay, look at our website. It looks boring and stuff, right? If you look at it, boring stuff, boring site. Why? Why is it boring? Because when I click on inspect, okay, you can see everything is here again. Because we coded this from scratch using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Dynamic means what? Okay, if I go to facebook.com today, or I go to LinkedIn, for example, I go to LinkedIn. For the HR people, you guys use LinkedIn a lot, right? So if I go to LinkedIn now, and I go to my own profile, let's say. I go to my own profile, okay? Haven't really updated in a long time already, but if I go to my own profile, right, you can see this template, correct? And if I go to, let's say I go to Joey's profile, or I go to City's profile, okay? Is it gonna show my stuff here? No, it's gonna show something else, right? Why? So this is the definition of dynamic, because every page, all you have is a template for the page, and the page will load stuff based on the backend dynamically. So you don't need to hard code it. Does that make sense? Because if I hard code every single page on LinkedIn, it doesn't make sense anymore. Okay, so to do something like that, we will need JavaScript. HTML and CSS is just hard-coded stuff, like the Hacker Collective website that you guys see just now. That was hard-coded. All right, and thank you so much, you guys. You know, very cool. A lot of chats in the chat box going on. I can't really check a lot, but you know, someone let me know if there's any questions. Yeah. Okay, let's move on from that. let's talk about what is computer science. Sorry, guys, today is a bit more lecture based. Just bear with it for now. What is computer science? So for the computer science city, I'll share with us what is computer science.
Okay, for record, it's been a long time. It's been 2 years, 3 years since I I learned computer science. I took the degree. Okay, computer science is a general topic of all the digital science. Okay.
Okay, go on.
I think that's it.
That's it. Okay, explain to me what you see here. Input, black box, output. Just explain this. Do you understand when you look at this?
Okay, roughly, just roughly. I think input is a data, and black box is it's more of a function,
Yes.
and then the output is the result.
Exactly. This is computer science in a nutshell. Okay. We want to take input. Inputs can be data, can be arguments, can be anything. Okay. Take an input, put it in a black box, which City answered perfectly. Black box is a function that takes in inputs. Then we throw in all the algorithm inside, and then we get the output that we want. Okay. So input, output is the easy part. You know, input is the raw stuff. Output is the process stuff, for example. Black box is where all the thinking goes. Black box is the hardest part. Okay, we are going to struggle through the black box for the next many months. Okay, this black box is what makes up a 3-year computer science degree. All right, and for us to do it in like freaking 6 months, it's very tough, but it's doable. Because one thing that I have to be upfront with you guys, we are not covering deep stuff like time and space complexity. City, you know this, right? Okay, we are not covering this. This is where big O notation comes into play. This is where, let's say in Facebook, we have, let's say 2 billion users, 3 billion active users, okay? How do we, build our database and our system and our architecture to be good enough to scale to support all this? Let's say I got 1 billion data points in my database, okay? I want to loop through all of them and I want to print out everyone's name. How would the computer do it? They will just look through it, go through all of it. Let's say I have 1 billion databases. Okay, I want to look for Joey. Okay, what does that mean? It means the computer, the script will have to go through the entire 1 billion database and look for Joey. Okay, yes, we can make life easier by sorting it first, make it A to Z. Then we can go all the way to J, which means J is somewhere in the middle, right? Which means if we have 2 billion users, it means, from A to J, we probably have to loop through 1 billion loops, which is going to take up a lot of time. Okay, so this is where a lot of this tough part comes into play, time and space complexity, which we will not cover because in startups, usually we don't really need this yet. This is usually for big companies. And I believe you can learn up on your own. Okay, I learned this up on my own, but I cannot implement it myself yet because I didn't really go through, because my focus, I'm different. My focus is I want to build startups. So my focus is I want to be able to build stuff. I don't care if it's fast or slow for now. I just want to build something up from scratch. That's my personal goal. Okay, if you guys are interested, go on and learn, understand what this graph means. Okay, you can ask me. I know how it works. You can ask me, but I'm not going to cover it throughout the course because not everyone wants to learn this stuff. All right, and for the
kind of like,
go on.
That's something kind of like big data science, is it? Something?
No, this is still under computer science. Still under
okay, sure. No worries.
So yeah, just remember this lah. If you guys are interested to learn, you will need to. I would suggest get good at basic algorithm first before you touch this lah. I think computer science guys touch this in first year itself. Yeah, I don't know why they do that, but yeah. So no hate against computer science degree. Okay, it's great. It's great. It's just not for everyone. Right, and like if I have no money, I cannot do it lah. Right, I'm broke. I can't do it. So let's move on. Okay, so we're going into the fun stuff. What is HTTP? Someone throw a wild answer. Throw it out. We got City. We got Joey already. One link. You want to try?
Website.
Huh?
Website thing.
Website thing. Everything here is website thing.
No, every time there's a website, there's HTTP and then or HTTPS. Must have this thing.
Okay, no, one link. Before you answer that, try and read this page first. Read this page. Okay, all of you go and take 3 minutes, 5 minutes to I don't know, just explore.
Yeah, okay, okay.
Yeah, then share with us.
That's fine.
For one link, you just read this page and share with us what you understand from this page. For those who have a good background already, I'm sorry if this is boring you. it's very important. Yes, Ryan, it stands for that, but what does it do? Very happy to see a lot of your faces, to be honest. And this time we got quite a few females, you know, which is awesome, you know, because for our past groups, right, 90% males. Probably some groups no females at all, and this time around we have like 4 to 5 girls, which is honestly awesome. You know, I don't want to sound like a pedophile. Not a pedophile. Sorry, not pedophile. Don't want to sound like a pervert. Yeah, but some gender diversity is great, lah. You know, in tech it's all guys and always just guys.
Oh, I read already.
Wow, very nice one, Link, so fast, huh? Okay.
Not so sure. It's like it fetches some specific data from the HTML thing. Is it?
Oh, okay, go on.
Yeah, it's just yeah. That like let's say you are the person, you want to search something.
Yeah.
So you type in HTTP and then they'll fetch, and then that followed by that thing you want to search, and then they'll fetch it for you. Is it?
Okay, I mean, you know, fair, it's fair, but can improve on it. But thank you so much for sharing. That's a good point, right? Why every time you write www in front, it will auto add HTTP for you. Let's say, look at this. Let's say we go here, blah blah. Let's say you will go to Google and you add HTTPS in front. Why?
May I try to answer?
Yes, sure.
Okay, it's George. I think it's, well, it says here hypertext transfer protocol secure. It's like this is if you're trying to enter a mall, there's this security guards, right? So it's like before you'd enter anything, or before you get something, this is where you have to pass through. It's like if you are to request something that you'd want to search on the internet, it will safely give you the data that they will assume you'll just need. So it says here, when I searched, it's a primary protocol used to send data between a web browser and a website. It is encrypted in order to increase security of data transfer. So this is particularly important when users transmit sensitive data, such as by logging into a bank account or email service or health insurance provider.
Okay, thank you so much for sharing. That is the S in HTTPS. Okay, so when you go to our website, for example, you can see we have a log here, right? This is for HTTPS, which is everything that George said just now, which is where you you do secure stuff. You can do payments, you can put password and all that stuff. Okay, because everything is encrypted. Remember, data is transferred between client and servers. All right, and if you don't encrypt it, hackers can go in between the communication point and get your information out and parse it out and use whatever you have. So let's say you have a password, they will get access to your password. All right. So you always want to encrypt it. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to check temperature. What does that mean?
He's lagging. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, she's lagging, is it? Okay. Let's continue. So just now what George said was more towards the S, okay? But HTTP, simple terms are, I like to break it down and give some analogy because I feel that's the best way to learn, especially for beginners. First, to break it down, what is a protocol? This is English. What's a protocol? Hello?
You ask a question?
Yeah, sorry, did I lag out or something?
Yeah, you like.
So sorry, guys, I have to apologize again and again that something's wrong with my Wi-Fi. I don't know why. You know, if guys, one thing I need to emphasize also, if there's anything unclear about the session, if you're shy to stop me now, you can always call me during the day, call me anytime. Not just me, I mean, if everyone calls me, I'm going to be too busy. Call any of the mentors anytime, okay? Anytime. So don't worry if there's something you feel left out about, okay? Okay, I was asking a question. What was I asking? Okay, I was asking, what is a protocol? English stuff.
Protocol is like official procedure. It's like following a certain system. It's like there's a protocol. There's a system that you are to follow. There's like a step by step, something like that. That's what protocol is.
Cool. So yeah, you're right, Bob. Step-by-step rules that tells people how things are done, right? So HTTP is the protocol for communication between web clients and servers. That's it. Okay. So in simpler terms, is the communication between clients and servers done using HTTP requests and receiving HTTP responses. So you know the steps are as such. You know, the client will send a request, a HTTP request to the web. Then the web server receive the request, okay? Then it will run some script to process the request, okay? And that script we will learn later on. This is back-end stuff already, but I just want to give a high-level overview. You run some script to process the request, because the request when it comes is just a big chunk. Just now you saw, right? You guys saw, right? When I refresh of files, right? Am I breaking off or something?
Yes.
Yeah, a bit, kinda.
I'm really sorry, guys. If I'm breaking off, right?
It's okay.
If I'm breaking off, right, just send a message in the chat. I will probably use my hotspot for this. Okay, so sorry. I think probably my brother's gaming or something. So yeah, so I'm really sorry, guys. So yeah, let's move on. The server, yeah, as I said, makes the request, then it gets a HTTP response, and the client, which is the browser, will receive the response that we want. Okay, whatever is the response that we want will be defined by the backend. How a data is parsed when we receive it, it will be defined by the backend. Okay, move on. Okay, what is the front end? This one should be fairly simple. Someone, let's have a go. Anyone?
Interface.
Okay, interface, you're right. Front end is just read all this stuff, basically everything that we see on the front end, okay? The design, the UI, yeah, well, everything that we see. What is the back end?
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, very broad answer. So what happens? That's a very good answer, actually. What happens behind the scenes?
Storage, right?
Yeah.
Data storage, data.
Yeah.
All about data.
Okay, what else?
Servers.
Yeah. Yeah, user, I'm not sure who is user, but user asked the question, is there any project to take before ending the course? Yeah, definitely. We're going to be building loads of mini projects and 2 big projects, basically. Yeah, basically, yeah. Of course, the final project is going to be a project led by you guys. So, yeah. Okay, so yeah, the backend is servers and database. Yeah, pretty much it. Okay, backend is, oftentimes people say backend is more tough, but nowadays front end also very hard already, honestly. So I'll share it with you later, the web development roadmap. on what you should learn first. Okay, the roadmap here. I'll share more about this because as beginners, right, going full stack is honestly crazy. It's so tough. There's way too much to learn already. The back end world is very big. You got data, you got servers, you got algorithms, you got DevOps stuff as well. You know, there's just so much authentication. Everything happens in the back end, so it's very tough. Yeah, guys. So I'll share more about the journey. No worries, it's doable.
Hey, Derek, just a question. This notes that you have here, would we have access to the notes?
Hey,
Like the
yeah,
slides?
Mervin, of course, definitely. After each
great.
session, we'll share the notes, the recording, and all the code that we use. Okay, no worries.
All right, great. Thank you so much.
No worries, Mervin. Thanks for asking. So top JavaScript frameworks. I know this is a bit early to introduce this, but just want to let you know that these are the famous ones: Vue, React, Angular, and Express. Okay. What are frameworks? Frameworks are things that make our life easier. That's it. Down the line, you understand. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, gonna go in. Okay, guys. For now, we're gonna talk about one very important topic. Okay, which is why did we choose JavaScript? For those who already know why, you guys want to try a lot of reasons, so don't worry. A user, you said, can you also try some of the project? And if lucky, can I earn some money? Am I lagging, guys? I'm okay, right? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought I was lagging.
Sorry, Derek.
So,
I think you have to switch to your hotspot. Is that okay? We can't really hear you.
okay, yeah. Hi. Just okay to stay a little bit longer for the session today? Or you
Yeah,
guys
okay.
Yeah, sure, no problem, man.
Okay, cool. Because I was just concerned, you know, if my lag goes on, then might have to delay. But yeah, hey, great. And yeah, thank you so much for understanding, you know. Yeah, to answer user, right? Yes, of course, we can include you in our projects, definitely 100%. But we'll have to see your skills lah. One thing I know for sure is we prioritize our students for projects on top of, you know, the whole world of people applying for jobs lah. That's for sure, because we are teaching the stack that we use already. So yeah. Okay, let's talk about why did we choose JavaScript. Someone want to share first? There are many reasons, but just try.
You asked the question is why we choose JavaScript.
Yep.
I don't know any other languages actually, so whatever you guys ask me to learn, I'll learn.
Cool.
I think it's because JavaScript can be used for backend and front end, and even sometimes cross-platform like mobile development.
Oh, very nice. Who was that? Is it Joey?
Yeah, it's me.
Cool. Yeah, that's actually the perfect answer, right? Because as I said already, front-end web development is HTML, CSS, JavaScript, right? So literally, you know, you don't even need Python or any other language for that. You're going to need to learn JavaScript regardless, okay? If you learn Python, you're going to need to learn JavaScript also. So, right, so it doesn't make sense, no-brainer to learn JavaScript first. And also with Node.js, which we will cover down the line, with Node.js, we can start to rip out this engine. This is called the V8 engine. Don't get scared by all the names, you get used to it soon. But they take out the V8 engine, they put it on your machine. and then we can now run JavaScript on the back end. Okay, just as powerful as Python, as powerful as Ruby and all that. In fact, it might even be faster. Okay, so why Node.js? Okay, so you can see there's a lot of startups using Node.js. I'm not sure of some, but I think Uber is using. Take a look. Modern day startup heroes choosing to use Node.js. Okay, where are the startups? Yeah, but I think that's Netflix.
Even local companies in Malaysia are using a lot of Node.js.
Yeah, of course.
Nice.
All the startups now are going for Node.js. Node.js is the hottest thing. No, for Python, Python is famous because, you know, you can do data science stuff, basically. So Python has its own web framework. It's called Django. No one really use. I mean, people still, okay, fine. People still use it. Okay, but the world is going towards Node.js for now. All right. And if you look, I don't know why I can't find the link where they talk about it, but you know, among the famous ones, I think GitHub was built in Node.js. We got Netflix as well, PayPal. You know, Trello is built in Node.js as well. So yeah, you see, if the Uber is built in Node.js, so if all the big names are using, look, Medium also, LinkedIn also, right? If all the big names are using it, we know one thing for sure is we're on the right track. Okay. Yeah, it's beginner friendly. It's not super tough like Java or C++, right? And then yeah, you can use it front end and back end. I think for me, right, this one reason itself is enough to defeat every other reason already. You can use it for front end and back end. You don't need to learn anything else. That's it. Just focus on one, get really good at it. Boom, that's it. You get your job, right? If you're like halfway for Python, halfway for Ruby, you can't build anything. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so now let's start setting up VS Code. Be nice if let's take 5 minutes to install VS Code. I'll send you guys. Anyone else using any other code editors now?
I'm using Xcode.
Who is that?
Me.
Sorry, I can't really see. Never mind.
Also, I must use Visual Studio, VS.
Yeah, VS Code. I dropped the link already.
CodePen?
CodePen can also, but down the line we should be using VS Code.
Okay, no problem.
Because we're gonna introduce a lot of plugins and all that. CodePen can also but I think if you want to think long term, then let's just download it.
Okay, downloading.
Okay. And we're gonna go through some installation. Down the line, we're gonna install Node.js to run JavaScript on your local machine. And all that stuff, fun stuff.
Hi, sorry, do we download the stable build or?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Thank you.
No worries.
Xcode is not workable.
Sorry, who was that? Was that Kane?
Yeah.
Oh no, just use VS Code because if there's anything,
Yeah.
I can't really help if you use Xcode.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. And we'll be downloading a lot of plugins as well to make life easier. But yeah, guys, let me just add on. One more reason why we choose JavaScript is because I think Joey mentioned this just now, which is correct. You can use JavaScript for even mobile app development, right? React Native, Vue Native, Electron. You can use JavaScript for desktop, right? I think some of you said you're using Atom, right? I believe Atom was built with Node.js. So you see, this is why JavaScript is just super duper versatile. Yep.
Derek, I have a question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned Java is more difficult than JavaScript. Can you tell basically very briefly what's the difference between JavaScript and Java?
It's completely different. It's not related at all.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all.
Right.
Did any one of you do Java before, back in the days? I think JavaScript and Java, right? I think I read somewhere that the only reason why they named JavaScript was to hop on the Java hype, because back in the days Java was very famous now, so they did it for the sake of it. Okay, you guys done? Give me a thumbs up if you're done. Okay, cool. Okay, anyone not done yet? I see most of you done already. Anyone not done yet? Don't worry about it. Okay, Okay, so let me just explain. Code editors are specialized web development tools, highly customizable, offer many features that will make your life easier, which I will show you down the line today also. Yeah, there's nothing worse than spending 2 hours trying to figure out why your program isn't working just to realize you're missing a closing bracket. This kind of nonsense, right? Honestly, if you have a good code editor, it will do this syntax highlighting for you to help you look through, especially when you start having like thousands of lines of codes. This is going to help a lot, right? Okay, I see no one is stopping me, so I shall continue. If anyone has difficulty setting this up, we can have a call after this, or you can for now code along using CodePen first, codepen.io. Okay, for now you can use this first, all right? Let me just drop the link here. Okay. Hey, any questions so far, by the way, guys?
Nope. Good.
All good.
All good, good. If anyone has questions, just stop me, yeah? And yeah. Okay, for VS Code, let's move on. What's next? Okay, yeah, guys, go to your, I'll just do it with you guys. Okay, open your VS Code. Okay, I'm gonna split this into half, if you don't mind. Okay, can see? Is it too small?
No.
Can see, yeah? So install live server, click on this. Live server is a plugin, like you can see I got a lot of plugins. Just install live server first and then code runner. Yeah. And then do this, create a folder on your desktop, name THC week 1, then open the folder in VS Code. That's it. Oh, shit.
Hi, sorry, what's codepen.io for?
Oh, if anyone is having difficulties with VS Code, you can use codepen.io. Codepen.io is a web-based editor, which is very nice. So if any one of you is having any difficulties with at home when you're learning, right? You want to share your code with us, just go to codepen.io. Okay, create a new pen. Okay, name it something, save it, and then drop your code here and then save it, and then send it to us. Okay, codepen.io is a web-based editor. That's it. It's the same as VS Code, but it's web-based. That's it. Okay. Okay, have you created this THC week 1? Okay, if you're done, just drag it inside your VS Code. That's it. This step is very important because you need to make sure you're in the right directory. Okay, let me know when you guys are here. I'll wait for a little bit. If anyone is stuck here, can let me know also.
Yeah, Derek, like this, how just drag it inside.
Yep, that's right.
Oh, okay.
For alternative, you can just click open folder something.
Yep.
Then you click desktop. Yeah, then you find the thing.
Yep, you can click on File, click on Open, right? Right, and then you choose your folder here. Okay. So this is very important because later I'll show you lah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay, it's George. So I have the Visual Studio Code already installed here in my desktop, but I wasn't able to follow what next to do.
Create a folder.
Create a folder.
Yeah, on your desktop. So you can just put here, you know, somewhere outside on your desktop. Here, just make a new folder.
Okay.
Yeah, call it THC week 1 or call it whatever you want. Drag it here. All you want is for this to have the right directory. Okay. Down the line, I'm going to show you guys how to do this with command lines. So you open up your terminal. Okay, and then you open it from here. Down the line, we're going to do that. But for now, let's just do that now. Anyone stuck?
Can I ask?
Yeah.
How to make it the application? I have downloaded the things I can open up, but it's not showing in my application.
What are you using? What operating system?
Or Mac OS.
You try and search it. Search it, command space bar.
Command space bar.
Yeah.
I can open the stuff in download in Finder, but just that there's no apps showing up.
What do you mean there's no app showing up?
It doesn't show on my Launchpad.
Maybe it doesn't show on your Explorer in your VS Code.
No, not on my Launchpad. Where is it? It's in my download.
Wait, do you want to share your screen, Kane?
Yeah, I can do so. Just
Okay.
Just a step.
Hey, Kane, you're in Johor, working in Johor, is it?
I'm stuck in Johor. I cannot go back to Beijing now.
Oh. You're working or studying?
Working, studying.
But you said you were studying in Beijing?
I'm working and studying.
Oh, what are you studying?
Yes.
Oh,
I
what are you
study finance.
Masters?
No. I study undergraduate right now.
Oh, cool.
I went
Very
there
cool.
quite late. I went to university when I was 21.
No problem. I'm 20 already. I just entered.
I
actually took A levels, but I took 1 year off study German. I worked for half a year, and I decided I'm not going to work for 10 ringgit an hour after studying so much. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to learn German. I'm going to go to Germany, and now I cannot go. So I'm going
Can make me a host, please?
I don't think you need to be a host.
Oh, no need. Okay, got it. Can you see my screen?
Yes, very nice. Okay, what's the problem? Yeah, VS Code is there. What?
It's there, but it's not on my Launchpad.
Honestly, I don't even use my Launchpad.
It doesn't show anywhere, but it's only showing download.
Maybe you can drag it out to your Launchpad.
I guess so. Yes.
Yeah. You command space and open VS Code, or just command space.
Yeah, just command space. I don't think there is an issue. Okay, bye.
Okay.
So shy to share my screen.
Why so shy?
Because I opened a lot of nonsense.
Wow, what kind of nonsense can I show us? You know why I made the call a bit late? Because I was hiding all my nonsense also. Jokes.
Haram.
I was
Mashallah.
preparing. Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry, George is calling me. Not sure why. Sorry, guys. Okay, I think she left the group by accident. Okay, guys, if anyone faces the same problem, you left the group by accident, just click on the link and join back. No worries. Yeah. Okay, so everyone is here, and you can see my screen, correct? My VS Code, right? Correct? Okay, then yes, let's move on. Let's see what next. HTML. Okay, a lot of text here, but to sum it up, you know, we all know what HTML is already by now. It's the backbone of every single website, okay? When you make a request, everything is called to HTML. Even your CSS and your JavaScript is linked to your HTML. That's how important it is. It is the literal backbone of your website. Okay, it's created back in the 90s. And yeah, I guess, yeah, this is normal stuff, right? As I said, as the backbone on the website. HTML is not considered programming language. This is very important to note, but rather what we call it a markup language. This means that it does not execute tasks. So programming languages, there's logic into it, there's if else, there's loops and all that stuff. HTML is literally just to display information. That's it. Okay. I said just now, I'm going to share with you guys what is markup, what is markdown, right? So I search markup language. Okay, just Google it. You can see the pictures. You can see, right? It's all like this. A lot of all these things, opening all these funky brackets and all that, right? A lot of this stuff, which we are going to cover today. Wait, George is joining in. Yeah, which we're going to cover today. This is markup. What is markdown? Okay, markdown is like this, for example, right? Can you see this picture? Is it too small? Okay, you can see this, right? This is markdown. Basically, it is to make life easier for bloggers. Usually, people who write a lot, they will use markdown. You can see, right? Italics, you just do a star, star. Bold, you do double star. If you want to write a code snippet, you just do a backtick. Okay, you have a link. You can see here. You just can refer to here, right? If you have a link, you can refer it like this. So this is actually fairly simple to implement. You can use JavaScript to do this, to show this. Okay, you can build your own markup machine if you want to. It's not too difficult, but it's just something to make life easier for yeah, you can see this E equals MC square, right? You can see they wrote in all this weird funky stuff. Okay, this is basically markdown language lah. It's not programming also. So so if you guys want to read more on this, you can check it out in basic syntax. Okay, that's it. Heading, you put 1 hash. Heading level 2, you put 2 hash. It becomes smaller. Okay, this is markdown. Okay, but today we're doing markup. So let's move on. Okay, sorry. So let's move on. Okay, what are HTML elements? HTML is made out of elements. Okay, this whole thing is an element. Later we will code this, so don't worry. Just remember the names first so that when I refer to it, you know what I'm saying. This whole thing from the start to the end is one element. Okay, we can think of elements as being boxes to content. This is our content. Make sense? Different types of content will be contained in different boxes. For example, we use certain elements for headers, other elements for images, still other elements for text. Okay, we'll code this out later. So basic breakdown, open VS Code. Okay, let's talk about heading now. Okay, let's start. So open up a file. New file. Yeah, just open a file here. Sorry, this thing is blocking me. Okay, click on this thing, new file, create a file, hello.html. Okay, that's it. What is the .html? .html is an extension for HTML where you see when I write stuff, see, you can see the color come out on its own. It matches on its own. This is because we use the HTML extension. Then we have the CSS extension and we have the JavaScript. So you need to save a file called something, whatever you want to call it. I'm just going to call it hello, .html. Okay, so let me know when you're done with this. So yeah, as we all know, HTML is a language where we lay out the structure of the web page. So when a client makes a request to your browser, right, whether it's Chrome or Firefox or Edge or Internet Explorer, the browser will magically know how to understand and implement HTML and will display the contents to the screen. Okay, so for now, right, let's do this. Let's start. You guys feel free to code along. So we start with this. Doc type, okay? Then HTML, okay? I'm just gonna write and then I'll explain later. Okay? Title, okay? THC page 1. Body, hello. Let me know when you're done. Very nice, one link, very fast. So yeah, if you're done, let me break it down for a bit, okay? When you look at doc type HTML, okay, what does it do? Just so you can see all this funky bracket and all this exclamation mark, don't let it scare you, okay? This is literally how we start all of our HTML. It's a template, don't need to memorize one, it's a template. All it does is it says, okay, this is HTML version 5. That's it. That's all it is. Because back in the days, we have HTML4, HTML3, all that nonsense. Now we're using HTML5 and we want to have all the functionalities of HTML5. That's it, okay? HTML, the starting and closing, you can see, right? An angle, HTML, then this is the closing tag. This says that everything inside goes inside the HTML tags, okay? Everything within this web page will need to go inside the HTML tag, okay? So yeah, everything in between them will be the actual contents of the website lah. And if you look even further, it's nested. You have something nested inside, which is a head tag, which has something else nested inside. Okay, so head tag is all the metadata of the website. Anyone good with digital marketing, you should know what's the metadata. So metadata is just information about the page, right? That doesn't appear on the main contents of the page. All main contents should go under body. So metadata is just information that doesn't show up on the page. What do I mean by that? Let's see. Okay, open. You can do it now. If you have live server installed, do this. Right click, open with live server.
The doc type is something like a library, right?
Doc type is just to show this is HTML5. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. So the head tag, as I said, is for metadata, which is everything about the web page that people don't see one. For example, this is a title tag. Okay. Then we have all the meta tags also. That's for SEO. Because when the Google crawler wants to crawl on your web page, they need to get some context about what your page is about. So all the information that you provide to the crawler, let's say the images, what are we about, description, who's the author of this page, what's the keywords for this page, that kind of stuff, it's all done inside the head tag for crawlers to detect. Simple as that, all right? And if you look at the body tag, this is where all the contents will go inside here, okay? This is where most of the focus should be at, okay? So you can see hello world is the content, it's inside here, all right? So that's all for the body tag. Like this is the opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing, opening, closing, okay? So yeah, just to summarize this page, right? What we have here is, a very simple web page. This itself is a web page already. And just to show you what I said, when the browser will understand everything that is written in .html, click on inspect, you will see exactly everything here. Okay. Okay. And okay, just before I move on, how does this work? Why when I right click live server, why does it work already? Isn't it a bit magical? What if I don't have live server? Does that mean I can't open this? No, that's not correct. So when you look at web page, how it opens up a file, it just opens up based on the directory that you're on. So this live server, this means I'm on live server's directory, automatically generated. You should see something like this as well, which means your local server. And I open up the hello.html file in there. Okay, if I don't have live server, what can you do? You will need to know where you save this file. Just now I said we save it in desktop, right? Then we created a folder called what was it? It was called THC folders, the THC week 1, right? And then we made a file inside THC week 1, correct? So if you want to open it up, very simple, right click on this, opening tab, click copy path, okay, paste it here. I get the exact same thing. Okay, you can see, right? This is my file, the root. See, this is my root. Then I have a file called directly, my desktop, my THC week 1. You see this? Then I got my hello.html. Make sense? So then you can ask me, hey Derek, why am I downloading live server? Isn't that a waste of time, right? Why? Well, as the name puts it, live server it makes life simpler because upon save, it will refresh. So let me share a bit. Okay, let's say blah blah. If I save, I get blah blah. Okay, but if I go back to this page, I can add everything here. Save, save, save. Nothing happens here, but here it's updated. So live server helps you automatically update. That's it. It's just hot reloading. That's what we call it, hot reloading. The moment you save it, it refreshes. Okay. And one thing, just a little introduction to VS Code as well. If you write something and it's not saved, you can see this here. So sometimes you will see some bug. It might be because you didn't save your file. So just a pointer for you. Okay. Okay, this is basic. All right, so we're done with this. Let's make a new folder. Okay. So double click here, save. Let's call this a new file, heading.html. Okay. Now I'm going to show you guys. Okay, never mind. Later I'll show you guys some shortcut. But for now, let's copy and paste first. What we have now. Let's just copy and paste. All right. Copy here, paste here. Even though I don't really encourage copy and pasting, but it's okay. For when you go to JavaScript, it's best if you stop copy and pasting because JavaScript, it really requires a lot of muscle memory. Programming muscle memory, sorry. Yeah. So heading, what do I want to talk about heading? Yeah, I want to introduce heading. So let's change this to THC page 2. I'm going to add in headings inside. What is headings? Headings are basically headers of topics, right? So I can say page 1. This is a heading. Okay. I can copy, paste, 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 paste. Remember just now we took a look at Markdown, right? Remember Markdown was you do this one, then hello, then we just do this one, hello, right? So if you do a readme, never mind, I don't want to confuse you further, but for Markdown it's like that. For Markup is you do H1. Okay? So H1, H2, H3, H4, H5. It goes all the way to H6. Remove it. Okay, you see it on your page, right? No, okay, why it doesn't work? Because this is THC page 1, correct? Hello.html. I don't want it anymore. I want to see heading.html. Okay, so it's very simple. I think this is fair and clear, right? What happens is the smaller the number, the bigger the header. That's it. And then of course you can add your content here, p tags. Okay, lorem. See? Okay. Okay, you see? So this all comes naturally with the .html extension. Any questions so far? So one thing is to note is that HTML has a lot of built-in tags, and more than we're going to talk about today. So today we're just going to introduce some of the common ones, so you get a sense of how this works, and then you can go home and practice for the rest of it. And yeah, so that's it. And if you do same thing, just inspect element, take a look at it. You see, hey, sorry, yeah, you can see everything is here. All right.
Hi, sorry, I don't know how to open it in your browser and let it show on your browser.
Inspect element.
Oh, okay.
Right click, inspect.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. And as you can see, as I said, right, you can modify here. See, it changes. Okay. Okay, that's it for heading. Let's move on very quickly to the next page. Let's do this. Save this as list.html. Okay, paste it back in, remove everything. I want this one, I call it THC page 3. Okay, inside I want to introduce list. So we can say, you know, we know H1 already, right? So there's two types of lists in this world. Numbered list and non-numbered list. Numbered list, we call it ordered list. There's an order to it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Unordered list, basically no order lah. So we start with, let's start with unordered list, all right? So UL, okay? Then we go inside, we go LI. Okay, I am an amazing unordered list. Okay, so this, you get an unordered list, UL, literally what it says. So take a guess, what's an ordered, how do you write an ordered list?
OR?
OL, OL.
OL, okay.
Done, ordered list. Okay, and then I go inside UL. Oh, sorry, OL, my bad. What am I doing? OL. Okay. OL. Okay. LI. I am a cool object. Okay. Copy, paste, paste. Save it. Let's take a look at Open with Live Server. Does this make sense? It's a point form ordered list. Of course, later on we can add in, you know, style here. You know, you can style it, list, style, type, none, this kind of stuff. See, I remove it already. So this is no longer HTML. Even though you can write it in HTML, this is actually CSS, which we will cover more in depth next week. Okay. For now, let's just focus on getting the hang of HTML. So yeah, and you know, one thing we noticed, right? HTML is very, very heavy on nesting tags, nesting elements. So this is a very good example for you to see nesting. And imagine on a bigger application, you got like super duper many layers of nesting. And it's gonna start getting confusing. So you need to start applying indentation. So before you write something, just press tab. Anything that's nested inside something, you should indent it. If something is inside H1, you should indent it some more. If something is inside this, indent it some more. Make sense? Indent it some more. Make sense? Yep. So, any questions? No questions? Okay, great. So it seems like no one has any questions, which is awesome. We go on to, okay, list, done already. Images. Let's go to images. How do we do images? Copy, paste, same thing, save it, call it images dot. Images. Let's introduce anchor text first. Anchor.html.
Bro, how do you save it? When I right click, it's not allowing to save it. When you open.
Control S. Control S.
Okay.
Yeah. So what are anchor tags? Anchor tags are literally they're just links lah. That's it. So let's do an A dot href. Okay, sorry. Just type A, press enter. Okay. Okay. Right, Google. All right. And okay, you can see this, right? When I click on it, you go to google.com. This is what we call an anchor tag. One problem, I want to increase the amount of time someone spends on my web page. I do not want them to leave my web page. What do I do?
Make it interactive.
Sorry?
Make it interactive.
Basically, we have this thing called target equals underscore blank.
It
And
opens in a new tab, right?
yes, that's right. Open it in a new tab. So you have target equals underscore blank. Click on it. Bam, opens a new tab. Bam, opens a new tab. Okay. Then quickly, I want to introduce something else. We got buttons, right? Open Google web page. Okay. So this doesn't do anything. I'm gonna need, it's just a button. I can start it up with CSS. I can add functionalities to it with JavaScript. I can say the moment you click on button, let's not bring in this complexity. This is JavaScript already. I can say if I bring in JavaScript, I say when I click on this button, I want you to bring me to Google's web page. I can write that also. Okay, so this is a button. So I'm just throwing in a lot of new elements for you. I hope it's not too confusing. All right, but I hope I'm making it quite clear. What am I doing? Okay, then yeah, I was saying just now I want to add images, right? Okay, so remember everything is within a body tag. Let's add image here. IMG. Press enter. Okay, then you got source. What's the source? What is L? So source. Let's just find a random picture on. Okay, let's see this very nice picture, right? Scenery picture. Everything that we see on the web is hosted somewhere, right? On a server. What server? Right click, open image in new tab. You can see it's under a domain called images.allfree.com. Inside a folder called images, inside a folder called graphic large, and inside a folder called and then the file name is called this one. So we literally copy the link to this website. Okay, just copy the link to this website. Paste it here. That's it. Okay, take a look. See, it's here. All right, and we alt text. What are alt text for? Oh, look at it. VS Code tells you what is alt text for. Alt text is for the description of the picture. So, namely, for two reasons. Number one, if a blind person is reading your web page, they will use hearing aids, right? So how it works is you'll read, oh, the title tag is this, this is this. When they go to this, this image doesn't mean anything. Maybe, yes, this means something, but what if I name it abc.jpg? Then it's gonna mean nothing already. So alt text is here to tell people that this is an image of a beautiful scenery. That's it. Okay, that's one reason. Second reason, when Google, actually there's three reasons. That's one. Second reason is when Google crawler climbs on your page, if it doesn't know what you have here, then it's gonna be like, what the heck, right? If you're selling a pair of shoes and you have like 1,000 alt text on your page, then Google is gonna know, oh, this guy is selling shoes. Let's rank him higher, blah blah blah, right? Makes sense. Thirdly, what if there's something wrong with the link? See? Let's say I'm using a picture that's hosted on, images.allfreedownload.com. What if they went bankrupt and they stopped paying hosting fees? Then this picture will not exist anymore, right? What's going to happen? At least people will know what is supposedly here. Okay? So that is alt text, all right? And if you look at this image, yeah? Hey, wait, okay. Undo it. Look at this image, right? Nice image, but it's a bit big. I want to style it. I can add width equals to 100. I can add height equals to 100. See? Okay, I made it into a square. Of course, don't stress out if this is confusing. We can do this with JavaScript, with CSS, because this is considered styling already. Okay, just introducing. Oh, one thing to note, in programming, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript for these three languages, spacing doesn't matter, okay? In fact, right, I can write this. I just put everything next to each other, that's it, yeah? Right, I can do this, right? It's still going to understand one, I can do it. But the thing is, it's gonna be very messy for other developers to read, right? It's gonna be like, what the heck is going on here? There's so many things sticking together, you don't know what's happening. That's why we need to add in indentations, add in lines and all that. It's for humans, not for the computer. To prove that, okay, to prove that, how am I going to prove that? If I see this one is on different lines, right? But it's still next to each other. Right? That's it. There's no space in between them. That's it. I think that's good enough to prove. If I want space, I'll do BR. Okay? If I want a line, I'll do HR. Horizontal rule. Okay? Okay, one thing, can someone volunteer and point out what's the difference between BR, HR, image, sorry. So this versus everything else. Is there a difference? Can someone point it out? Anyone with very keen eyes can spot it.
BR and HR doesn't have an opening or closing tag, I think.
You're right. BR, HR, and even IMG, they don't have closing tag. To know that which ones have a closing tag and which one doesn't have a closing tag, we just need to know, is there something that we can write inside? Okay, like this, there's text inside, contents, there's contents inside, right? There's contents inside. For IMG, there's no contents. You don't write anything. These are all attributes. These are attributes. Remember, note all these terms are attributes, elements, contents, what else? Text, all this stuff. These are, you know, when you study, it's easier for you to understand if you know what this stuff are. These are attributes. This is content. All right. So yeah, this is a self-closing tag. That's what we call it, a self-closing tag. And yeah, that's it. Attributes are things that provide information to the tag. That's it. Okay. Yeah, because if let's say we don't have this attribute, it will not know where to go. If we don't have this attribute, it will not know which image to show. Okay. Okay, cool. Anchor tag, okay, cover already. Okay, that's before we go into this mini challenge, let me just show you a little shortcut. Control S, save, okay. So I'm gonna do this, press exclamation mark, press enter. Bam, the whole thing comes up. If you cheated that I made you type all that crap out just now. So the whole thing comes up, all right? If you don't like this, you can write HTML ... 5. Press enter. The whole thing comes up. Okay, and then we have you write H1, press enter, it comes out. So this is all under the plugin called Emmet, and VS Code installed it already for you guys for all of this, okay, by default. And if you type lorem, comes out a bunch of lorem. Okay, if you type lorem 2, comes up 2 random words. Lorem 3, lorem 10. Okay. Lorem 10, 10 lorem words. Okay, lorem is just a placeholder lah. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Is there anything else for shortcuts? That's all for now that I want to introduce. Maybe if I remember any, I'll share later lah. Okay. So yeah. Don't worry about this. These are all metadata, right? If it confuses you, don't worry about it. It's just metadata. You don't need it. You can remove it if you want. This one is just saying the language is English. That's it. You can remove it if you want. Okay? Or you can leave it on. Doesn't matter. That's it. Let's move on to our 10-minute challenge. Okay? I want you guys to create. I'm gonna pick randomly 3 people. Hopefully you guys cooperate. I want 3 people to share with us your little first challenge. Just take 10 minutes to 15 minutes to try and do this. Okay, everything is here. Start a new file, call it challenge.html, write out the HTML template, and include a title. I'm gonna need a title. What is this website about? I'm gonna need a header, right? That says your name. What is your name? Let's say my name is Derek. That the header of the page should be Derek. I want a subheader. What is a subheader? You know, find out. Subheader that says my interest, then 3 lists of your interests. Then subheader 2, you're gonna need another subheader with you know 3 other unordered lists. Okay, and if you can link up link it to another website, there'll be great brownie points. If we can link up to an image, extra brownie points. All right? Okay, brownie points. I'll buy you guys some cookies and meat.
I say, well, bye.
Huh? You wanna?
Bye. I want.
Okay, later I see your challenge, then I buy for you.
Yeah.
Hey, Wan Ling, are you based in KL? You are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, great. Looking forward to see more of you guys in our next event, if COVID doesn't get bad.
I think cannot because of COVID.
Yeah.
Wait until 1 year, 2 year later then COVID.
1 year, 2 year.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. So enjoy. Try and do it. I'm gonna be here. If there's anything that you're unsure of, feel free to Google, okay? Okay, let's wrap it up in 3 minutes. Is that okay? Or if you need more time, can let me know. Very nice. For those of you who are done, try and add an image into it, add some alt text, size it up a little bit for some extra brownie points. I'll give you guys 3 more minutes. One more minute, okay. Okay, ready? Shall we begin? Anyone want to volunteer to share? Let's go. Let's pick three volunteers. Yeah. Anyone? Wan Ling, do you want to go? Wan Ling, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Oh, guys, is it just me or? Can you guys hear Wan Ling?
No,
I forgot one thing. Okay, can go now.
Oh, Wan
I
Ling.
think.
Okay, share your screen.
You see now? Oh no, shit. What is wrong?
Relax, relax.
Never mind. I can't open it in my web page.
Yeah,
Okay,
relax.
never mind. It's
Chill,
not.
chill.
Bye bye.
Oh, okay. I got a few feedback already. Anyone has a
Yeah.
feedback? Good try, very good try. Okay, Wan Ling, one request.
Hmm?
Can you open this up on live server so we can see side by
No,
side?
that's why because I cannot open it on my Google Chrome. So I know something is wrong.
Why? Why?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. Can I see your Google Chrome, Wan Ling?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
everyone
right
doesn't
here.
mind, right, we
Can you
do
see
this
now?
kind of screen share and pair programming quite a lot because it is very important to learn from each other's mistake, and I think it helps a lot. Yeah. So yeah, Wan Ling, I can't see your Google Chrome.
You can't see now? Wait. Can you see? I'm here in the web page.
No, because I think you shared only your Zoom, your VS Code. You need to share your
Okay,
screen.
wait.
Yeah, try again.
Yeah. Can you see?
I can't see it. You need to share your screen. Go
I
to
guess save the file first.
go back to Zoom.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh. Wait.
Yeah, go to Zoom. Share your, yeah, very nice. Share your screen again.
Sorry. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
So you can see challenge.html is there already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, I wanted you to share both screens actually. Just share your desktop screen, not the app.
Desktop.
Yeah. Go back to Zoom. Guys, just bear with this. Starting, we need to get everyone to know how to share screen properly first. So in the future, we can do it. Yep. Press on share screen.
Huh?
You can see share screen?
Yeah.
Okay, then you choose desktop 1 or something. Share the whole screen, not just the app. Does that make sense? Do you see a desktop 1 option?
Wait.
Oh, I saw some comments already. Very good.
Yeah.
Need to save first. Very good. Never mind. Let's wait for her to share her screen, then we go through together with her.
Okay, wait. Can. Okay, I understand now. Is it like that?
Yes.
Can you see now? Oh, yes!
Awesome. So can you split your screen into 2 like what I'm doing? Press Windows left. Windows left. On your keyboard, press Windows, press left.
Press Windows, press left.
Yeah, do it. Does it work?
Ah.
Yeah, okay. Then click on your Chrome. Click on Chrome.
Chrome. Oh, and then Windows, right?
Okay.
Ah, yeah.
Yes. Open. Yes, very nice. So we see nothing, right? And your friends gave a very good answer because you didn't save your file.
Lol.
Okay, save your file. Can you just Control S.
okay.
Control S. Now,
Okay.
yeah. Okay. Okay. Now. Okay. Why don't you use live server?
I don't have live server.
Oh, you didn't install it lah.
How do I do that?
Oh, okay. Now I run through with you later. I'll run through it later. Never mind. So refresh your web browser.
Okay.
You see it already, right? So guys, anyone wants to share some feedback on Wanling's code? Wanling, can you press Control B on your VS Code? Control B. Does it work?
Control C? You want copy?
Control B.
Control B.
Yes.
There.
Does it work?
VS Code. Control
Yeah,
B.
VS Code. Click on VS Code, press Control. Yes. Now close it. Yes.
Okay.
So guys, okay, I see some comments already. Firstly, yes, I said header, right? But when I say header, I actually meant H1.
Oh.
Yeah, header is a semantic tag. I haven't introduced yet, but it doesn't mean anything. As you can see, right, it does not mean anything. It doesn't give your thing any styling, right? It is a semantic tag, which isn't very important now. We don't need to care what header is for now. You can remove your header, remove the header. Remember what I said? I said a page will always have head and body, right? So write body there. Yeah, okay. Then you have to close body tag as well.
Oh, sorry.
No worries.
What's going on?
No worries. Relax. Close body.
What's going on? Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Yes, save it. Always save it. Control S. Control S. Control S. Yes, very nice. Okay, so this is the right way to write it. Okay, but I said I wanted header U1 right? So how do you make a header out of that? You add H1, you wrap it on around U1.
Oh, so this is actually H2, the interest.
Yes, that's a subheader. That's right. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, save it. Okay, save it. Okay, save it. No, never mind. Just keep it to H2.
Okay.
Okay, save it. Hello? Save ready? Okay. Guys, does anyone want to point out another mistake? Oh, yes, Shangze gave you a good answer. If the page, okay, the list is missing LI. So what you have here, you have OL, and you gave it your own 1, 2, 3, then no meaning already, right? OL means ordered list, it's ordered by nature. So remember, inside each ordered list or unordered list, there is a list item. So can you convert that into LI?
Oh, so I should put LI.
Yes.
Okay.
LI always goes inside an ordered or an unordered list, always. So I see you like cooking, you like playing with dogs. I like playing with dogs too.
Oh yeah, I have 4 dogs.
Wow, very nice. My dog is a mongrel.
What?
I took it from the streets.
Yeah, all my
Mongrel.
dogs are stray dogs.
Very nice, very nice.
I have a lot of dog stories if you want to listen.
Wow. Yeah, we can chat about it later. Not sure if
Later
everyone,
I show you
but
guys.
I'm interested. I love dogs. Okay, save
Oh,
it.
that's nice. Okay.
Save it.
Ah,
Yeah,
this is nice.
right. Now that makes sense, right? Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
Now try and fix something else. You have another problem.
The unordered list also?
Yes, fix it. Try and fix it. By the way, H2 should be wrapping my interest only. H2 shouldn't be wrapping the whole thing. You can see, right? If H2 wraps everything, it means everything becomes a subheader. I don't want everything. I only want my interest to be subheader. Yeah, very nice. Okay. The one above as well? My interest?
Oh.
14?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, one more thing, yeah. If something is not nested, try and make it on the same line. Everyone else also take note. This is just there's no right or wrong, but this is just the best way to do things. Very nice, very nice. Okay, I'm in your H2. Can you see line 7 and line 9? Right? Okay, very nice. Line 7 and line 9? Yeah, H2 should be on the same line because it's not nested. Like how you did line 6.
Line 6. Oh. Oh, okay. So you make even my interest.
Yeah.
All right.
So anything that is not nested, you want it on the same line. Simple as
so
that.
even this one?
Yes, correct. Very good. Okay, save it. Okay, nice. You have a link. I see. You have a link. You have a button. You have a random button there for no reason, and you have an image. Very good. Very good. Okay, great.
But the image doesn't work.
The image doesn't work. Why?
It's
What
like
image?
dead.
It's dead. What image is?
Google. What did I search on JavaScript?
No, copy paste the link. Just copy paste the link. Yeah. Yeah. I believe it's working actually.
No. Yeah.
Can I ask?
Yeah, Kane.
Yeah,
Where to insert the
oh,
body?
I think it's very big.
Yeah.
Ah, it's working. It's very big. That's why.
Okay,
Not
very
like not
good.
working. It's very big.
Very good. Thank you so much for sharing, Manling. Thank you. Actually, good job. Do you know your mistakes already, right?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Kane, you were saying something?
Do I have to put body?
Yes, you always need to put body. It's not compulsory, but it's just proper way of doing it. It's still gonna work without body, but everything on the web page should go inside body. It must. It must. So anyone else want to volunteer? I think we take 2. We spend a bit of time on one link. No worries about that. But anyone want to volunteer
Okay. Yeah.
for the next one?
This one. Talk show.
Guys, anyone?
You can take mine.
Yeah, let's go, Kane.
But I didn't pay attention just now, so
Why
should
didn't
be
pay attention?
a lot of mistake.
Okay.
Okay.
Why didn't pay attention to me?
Oh no! I didn't pay attention to UL because I got carried away. Sorry. So
No
I
worries.
will catch up on Google later.
No worries. No worries.
So this is I know a lot of mistake. Yeah.
Okay, share with us. Share with us.
I believe I have shared my screen, right?
Yeah.
This-
Break it down. Break it down. What are you trying to do?
So because I do it randomly, so I miss body. I don't know where to put my body. Google how to do order list, all this. Now to do all this. And it's very hard to use a Mac for this. How should I go about the live stuff?
What do you mean it's hard? Right click.
I don't know how to open. There's nothing here.
Do you download live server?
I haven't.
Oh, okay. You need to download live server. Never mind. Later, for those who didn't install, you can stay back later. I'll show you guys how to download. But
Yeah,
okay.
sure. So I know there's a lot of mistake here. Can you point it out for me, please?
Can you explain your code to me first? What you're trying to do in each line?
Yeah, so it's a title.
No,
as
from
you
the start.
mentioned.
From the start.
It's
What
a
is that?
library. It's a library. Tell you that it's HTML5.
Very good. Move on.
Also, yes, move on. This is the starting HTML, telling others you're doing HTML. And so at this point of time, I forgot to insert header and body, so I just go on.
Yep, you try and add now. It's head, not header, by the way. So header is header, head is head. Head is where you store all your metadata, all the SEO stuff inside, okay? Things that users cannot see, which means in this case, it should be title only, just the title. No, remove line 6. Remove line 6.
Remove line 6.
Yeah, okay. Copy your title, line 4, copy it. Yeah. Okay, put it between your header.
This one.
Yeah. Okay,
Oh,
press it. Yeah, fix it up, fix up the... Okay.
Something like that?
Fix up your what? Indentation. It's very weird now, right?
Yeah.
Fix it up. Yeah, make it on one line. Remember, if it's not nested, it should all be in one line.
Something like this?
In one line. In one line.
Line.
Yes. Hey, no, correct. No, sorry, my bad. It's nested. So press enter. Yeah. And you have a typo. Right? You have a typo. Your title.
Challenge. My very first HTML challenge.
Hi, title.
Title.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a typo here.
No, on line 4.
Line 4.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Remove line 6. Okay.
Shit.
Okay, relax. Good.
I don't have a mouse. This one.
Double click it. Just double click.
Okay.
Triple click. Yeah. Oh. Triple click. Yeah. Got it. Remove it. Great.
Yeah.
So you get H1.
H1.
With your name, Kin Cheong. Okay.
Yes.
Great. And now your H2 is my interest. Remove buying stuff. Remove the buying stuff. Oh. Okay. Can lah. You did it. Okay. Can I see your Chrome, by the way? Can I see your Chrome?
My Chrome?
Yeah. Save this page first. Save this page. Always save after you're done.
Okay.
Visual Studio Mac, another try.
Yeah. I was like, what is this?
You can ask me if there's anything. No, there's nothing wrong with Mac.
Yeah, it's...
Okay. Can you press split the screen into 2?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So can just leave it that way. Yeah, can you open this up in your Chrome browser to debug?
How to debug?
To open up your Chrome browser.
Chrome? This
Yes,
is Safari though.
Use Chrome, by the way. Yeah, sorry, forgot to mention. Use Chrome.
No worries.
Okay.
So how
do you open the file on Chrome? Someone want to help her out?
Yeah.
Anyone want to help Kane out?
Right click.
She doesn't have live server, so how can you do it?
Okay, copy that. Yeah,
Right
copy
click.
that.
Yeah.
All of that?
Copy the path on the tab challenge.html.
This one?
No, higher.
A bit, higher a bit.
This one?
Yeah, and then
Copy.
right click. And then right click, right click.
Right click.
Yeah. And then
Copy path.
Copy path. Copy path. Ah. Yeah.
Then go
correct.
to copy and paste.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very nice. Can someone explain to Kane what is happening here? Why does this copy path thing work?
Oh, you copy the thing you want, like the destination you want, and then
Right,
you
the
send
directory.
there, and then they help you take it.
Yes, correct.
Yes.
Does that make sense, Kane?
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
Very
So
good.
it's what I done. So I didn't add in picture.
Yeah, Kane, so I feel it works already, right? Everything is okay. Even though you missed out the brownie points, it's okay. But there's still something wrong with your indentation. Even though it works already, but it's just not very appealing to my eyes. If I look at this code, I'll be like, oh, I don't want to look at it. Okay,
Yeah,
why?
it's boring.
No, it's not boring. It's just indentation, something wrong with the indentation.
I see.
Yep. So anything that's on the same hierarchy, does that make sense? Same hierarchy, same level, should have the same indentation above. So let's say head is the child of HTML, correct?
Yes.
Title is the child of head, correct?
Yes.
Okay, now, first things first, you don't have your body. You need to add your body tag. Every HTML page should have head and body. And body is where you wrap all your contents.
How come I get this UL?
Never mind. Just add a body to wrap everything first.
Here.
No,
Line 5.
Below
Line
head.
6.
No, below head.
Below head.
Body. Very nice. Okay, copy paste everything from line 7 to line 20 inside body. Yeah, okay. Yeah, just put body on line 21. Okay. Yeah, remove one of them.
Yeah.
Okay, add a slash, yeah. Okay. Closing body tag should have a slash.
Sorry?
Closing body tag on line 21, there should be a slash there.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So now you have a body tag, you have a head tag, so you're correct already. But as I said, everything that is nested, there should be indentation. So body, H1 is inside body, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so can you tidy it up a bit? What's the empty line there for? Yeah.
I didn't pay attention, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Mm,
And then, what else? OL is on the same hierarchy, right? As
yes.
Yeah, so it should have the same indentation as H1. Indentation means the space in front for OL. Yeah, there should be some space in front. Press tab. Press enter. Yep, very nice. Then LI is inside OL, right?
Yes.
Means there should be some space. No.
Should be some space, meaning that
Press tab.
next line?
It's correct. It's on the next line, correct? Go to the starting of line 10.
Starting of line 10?
Then 11 now.
And
Starting
11 now.
Yep, go to the very start.
Okay.
Press tab. Tap. Yep. Okay. Now it's inside OL. Does it make sense?
Oh, I see. Okay, I got it. To
Yep,
make it tidier.
Yes.
Oh, okay, sure.
So do it for the rest of it.
I'm sorry, guys. Bear with me. Sorry. I'm really sorry.
No worries. I believe
No problem. We all start somewhere.
Yeah. Sorry. So stupid, Zed.
It's okay.
Hey, chill. No one's stupid here. Okay, very good. Fix up everything else. Okay. I believe running through this, everyone else can get to learn also. Okay. So don't worry, you're not wasting anyone's time.
Oh, that's good. So H2, should I do even here? No, right? No need to be here.
What do you think?
I think here is better. Until H1.
Yeah,
H1.
right. It's on the same level as H1, so it should be no. Yeah, that's a little
I
bit
understand.
Yes, understand, huh? Good.
Just the design of it. Make
Yeah,
people that
easier
want
for
to,
the human eyes.
yeah. Okay, I understand.
Yeah, fix it up, fix it up.
I will practice.
Li is inside UL, so
Li is inside UL,
so it has
it
to
will
have,
be
yes, very nice. Okay, very good. Okay, save it. So now if you send this code to me and you say, hey, Derek, something is wrong with this, can you help me debug? I'll be like, yeah, gladly, Kane. But if just now you send, I'm like, what the heck is this? Does that make sense? So imagine this is just 25 lines. Imagine 1,000 lines of code. If you did it your style, it's going to cause everyone headache.
yes.
So, yep, great. So that's the importance of indentation. That's it.
Okay, sure, no worries.
Thank you so much, Kane, for sharing your screen. I think it's good. Okay, wow, it's, oh, wow, shit, it's 10:30 already. Fuck.
It's fast.
How's this session, guys? Do you guys enjoy it? Is it too fast, too slow?
I think it's a bit fast, like from anchor onwards.
It is
yeah.
fast.
Yeah,
For
it is fast.
beginner.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from anchor onwards, the adding the image and that one I cannot follow. I have to slowly follow myself.
Okay, okay, great. No worries, guys. I mean, we're trying to shrink like hello?
Oh, continue.
Okay, now we're trying to shrink a lot of stuff, so I kind of have to go fast. But you
Yeah,
know,
no problem.
no worries. Just feel free. I just when I ask that, it's not because I'm anything. I just want to know your pace, your levels. That's it. So yeah, guys, can reach out to us anytime. But I hope it's all okay now, right?
Yep, all good.
So okay, look, I actually introduced this just now already, but you guys know this already, right? HTML5, then there's exclamation mark, this lorem, lorem 2, lorem 3, and tab, right? We introduce tab. So when you type something, you want to finish it, you see, body tab. That's it. Okay. Let's say, yeah, lorem tab log. That's it. So it's autocomplete lah, basically. Awesome stuff. I think that's all for HTML. Yeah, so I think that's all for today's session. There's a lot of all this stuff. Basically, I'm just going to run through this now. I think ultimately what I'm trying to say in this slide is practice, right? If you can listen to me all day, you're not going to go anywhere. You just need to practice. Go home, redo all of this, practice it. There's some homework also, yeah, but just practice. That's the concept here. If you guys study about the brain, about how you can learn how to learn, right? The brain basically goes into learning mode and diffuse, focus mode and diffuse mode. If anyone of you here is psychology students, you should know about this. Basically, if you sit on a problem for very long hours, you may feel like there's no progress. Just go out, have a walk. Your brain is still learning as well. Okay, that's one thing I realized as well. Maybe this is not so significant for HTML, but we start solving algorithm challenges by the end of this month. This will be very, very important. This is especially important for those people who are learning full-time, like I was, okay? So what to do when you're stuck, okay? Everyone is going to get stuck, no matter how talented you are. The question is, how are you going to solve your problems? Firstly, Google it. You need to learn how to Google. That is very, very, very important, okay? If a developer doesn't know how to Google, that person is probably either a genius developer or that person is not a developer at all, okay? Secondly, take a break. You remember I just mentioned about diffuse state and focus state. Then ask for help. After you've done these two already, ask for help, message all of our mentors, and just to solve your problems. How to ask questions. I actually wrote a little blog on this, but the link isn't working. I'll change it up because we transferred servers. So we changed subdomain, but I wrote a little blog on this, how to ask questions. Go to blog. We have a little blog going on actually. Yeah, we got a lot, actually write a lot of stuff. Feel free to read. We all wrote this together. How to ask questions. Now how to ask better questions. I wrote it here. Have a read about this, okay? Today or tomorrow, go back and read. Rubber ducking. Okay, rubber ducking is very important. Basically, if you guys want to check it out, it's rubber duck debugging. What does this mean? This means beg, borrow, steal, buy, fabricate, or otherwise obtain a rubber duck. Just get a freaking duck or anything lah. This is just an analogy lah. Just put anything, okay? The concept here is I want you to be able to explain your code. That's why just now, I keep on asking you guys when you're sharing your code, I ask you to break it down exactly what are you doing line by line. This is the only way you can learn. because oftentimes maybe we're doing something based on muscle memory and we might forget, okay? But if you can understand exactly what every line of code does, right, nothing's gonna go wrong, okay? For now, it's still fairly simple, but we should start, having that habit from now already. What is this? What exactly is this? What exactly is this? What exactly is this? If you cannot answer your own question to the rubber duck, if you cannot answer, if you cannot explain it well enough to the rubber duck, what does that mean? That means you don't know it well enough. That means you need to Google up and read up some more. Okay? The simple is that rubber duck debugging, check it out, right? Yeah, I mean, I put a guide here on what you need to do when you ask questions, right? Use a debugger, I put some guide here as well, you can watch it. And yeah, if you need to show a code, look at this. This is exactly what I told Kane just now. Make sure to find a way that's easy for the answerer to look at, access, or edit your code. So indent it properly, put it on CodePen, and then I can help you. Then we all can help you. All right. So yeah, check for typos. This is most important. Oftentimes I get people asking me questions when it's a little typo. So make sure you check for the typos first. All right. So yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna post the code snippets again later on or what we use. Any questions? Yeah. Before we go to the questions and all that, let me just rush through the homework first. So yeah, this is what we covered today. Okay. And these are some videos that you should watch throughout the whole month. Okay. This is computer networking. It's not really development, but it's more about understanding how the internet works. Okay. It's just overall knowledge that we need to have. Don't need to be experts in this. IT students study this, not computer science students. IT students are very good at this. So yeah, I mean, we need to know We need to know about it. So take the next 3 months, 4 months to slowly finish this, consume this information. Don't need to finish it in a go, okay? Then we have this learning Linux, which is command lines, okay? Command lines are not difficult. It may seem scary to us, especially when we're beginners, but it's great if we can start the basics now. And then in month 3, we're gonna teach you guys again. Then we're gonna start actively using it month 3 onwards, okay? And yes, this is the weekly challenge for this week. There's 2 things you need to do. If you are more of the tutorial kind of person, can do Codecademy as your homework for this week. Complete the HTML part for it. Okay, that should be sufficient for HTML. Just complete the whole thing this week. But for me, I am not a tutorial guy. I do not learn from tutorial. Yes, I may learn the basics from tutorials, but doing this will not make you understand HTML. Okay, if you can do this, this is the challenge you need to do. Okay, you can use this to complement your learning, but the true homework, this will always have priority. Your homework for this week is code out this website with contents about yourself. What is this website? Let me click, see if it works. Yep, this is a website. This is the website of a professor in MIT, a PhD professor who wrote the book of, okay, he wrote Introduction to Algorithms. So we should know from this that this guy is a fairly smart dude, right? And if his website looks like this, and you can copy it, it means you're at the same level as him for your personal site, okay? So look at this, okay? Try and implement this. This is nothing fancy. An image, you know how to do it. It's a link, you know how to do it. It's a header, you know how to do it. It's a line break, it's a line. It's a link, again, line. It's, okay, look, this is something I didn't introduce. This is italics. How do we do italics? You can Google it and find out and learn up yourself, okay? How do we do, what else? Italics. That's it, line break, italics, line break, italics. That's it, right? A bunch of links, that's it. All right, so this is your homework for this week. And I think it would really help you solidify your understanding of HTML if you can build this up this week with your own information, of course. Okay, try it out. If anything that you cannot solve, Google it, do Codecademy, or ask us. That's it. Okay? I think most importantly, a lot of people get stuck on the trap of this thing we call the tutorial purgatory. Yeah, sorry, look at my spelling. Purgatory, okay? How to escape this? Every self-taught developer I know, including myself, has been caught in this cycle of doing tutorials non-stop, okay? Look at this, there's a lot of articles on it you can read, a lot, because it's very common. There's so many resources out there for you to code and follow along, but following along doesn't make you a developer. You need to do something from scratch, like something like, like the homework I gave. I don't want to call it homework, something like this. Okay, so try and do this. And yeah, I attached a cheat sheet. You can refer to it as well. I'm going to send all the slides to you today. and the recording probably I'll send by tomorrow, but just refer to all these tags, okay? This is the cheat sheet if you need. Can refer to it. See, there's quite some stuff I didn't cover, but I covered most of it. I covered all this whole page already. Actually, this whole page I covered already. This page, I didn't cover input, so we need to find out how can you take inputs. I didn't cover forms, so we need to find out how to cover forms. So yeah, you know, simple stuff. Start Googling and start applying. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can easily cover all of this, but it's gonna take up 2 weeks, and I feel this is not important enough for us to spend so much time, because I really want to rush to JavaScript ASAP, because JavaScript is the part where it takes most effort to master. This one, it will slowly get onto you and you're okay. And anything tough, you can Google it quite easily. So yeah, guys, I think that's all for this week. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule already. I haven't even covered the web development journey thing here. I haven't even covered the roadmap. So for those of you who has to leave, can watch the recording. For those of you who has questions, who wants to stay to listen to this, feel free. But yeah, I think that's all for today. Let's go for some questions first. Any questions?
How do we submit the homework, or we don't need to submit?
Well, I'm not going to force anyone to do homework. It's really self-taught. So if you put in 10 hours a day, good for you. Okay, it means you complete the thing in 3 months, 4 months. If you put in 2 hours a day, good, probably 6 months. It really depends. So I'm not going to force anyone to do homework. It's for your own good.
For the homework, isn't there a quick way where we can just inspect element?
Yeah, you can try it.
Yeah.
So if you want to do that, then I guess you're not really learning HTML. But you can try that. See if it works. Okay, any other questions?
Hi, the question is, can we use, because before that I said I learned Dreamweaver. Actually it's a bit similar to this one. Can we use the Dreamweaver, because it's IGCSE past year papers, to practice for this kind of thing?
To be honest, I haven't used Dreamweaver myself, but why don't you use HTML?
No, I mean like, no, you don't use Dreamweaver the app, but you have the instructions to build a website. You use, then you use this, what's it called? What's this called? This thing is called Visual Studio Code. But then you use the instructions to build a website. And then we see whether it matches or not. Because there's a mark scheme to see whether your website should look like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's a code. The answer has a code.
Yeah, you can share it with us.
Yeah.
Personally, I haven't used Dreamweaver, but I think the point of this is not for you to do a homework, okay? The homework is just a means for you to learn HTML. If you want to copy and paste a snippet or something, then okay, go ahead. You did the homework, but you didn't gain knowledge in HTML. And that is essentially the problem with today's education system. We all study to get pass exams only. So it's up to you. I'm not going to force anything, but that's just my way of doing things. I will do it from scratch just to understand it. All right? So any more questions before we move on to the, okay, before that, anyone not staying for this, you can feel free to leave already. Today's session, that's it.
I want to know how to download the live stuff.
Oh, yeah, good question. So for Kane and for Wanling, and for anyone else who has this question, come here, click on this thing. You guys check out your own VS Code. Click on this thing here. This is where you download plugins. You see, I have a lot of plugins already. I have a lot. So just type live server. Okay, click on it, download, install it. Oh, thanks, Joey. Bye.
Okay, so I have downloaded the live server. Nice, thank you.
Okay, no worries. If anyone is struggling with VS Code or live server, just call me. I will get on a call with you to help you solve it, all right? And yeah, for those, Sushmita, bye-bye. Good night. For anyone else who wants to leave, you can leave now then before I start this thing. Okay, bye Alisa. Thanks for coming. Okay, just gonna wait for another 10 seconds.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Remember when you did your, what's it called, Google site page? The anchor page, there was this, we have to make a website for Google, and then you put a button for Google, but then we couldn't click on the button. Yeah.
Okay, what's your question?
Okay, so what's the button for?
No, it's just to show you that we can make buttons with HTML.
Okay, can you make like a button you can click on and then it's a link to another thing, a web page?
Can. You need JavaScript.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we haven't done that. Any behavior stuff, if this then that, if this then that, JavaScript.
Oh, you mean you can't do it with HTML only?
Button. You can put a link inside the button, I guess. Yep, anchor text inside a button. You can do that.
Can you make it like Google pattern button?
Can. CSS.
Okay. You mean you cannot use this thing?
What, to style the button up?
Yeah.
Yes, CSS.
You cannot
CSS
use
design.
this holding HTML only.
No,
Yeah,
HTML is just the structure and the contents. CSS is design.
Oh,
yeah.
Nice.
Oh, nice, huh?
Nice, very nice.
You seem very enthusiastic, one thing.
I think I
Have
had
you
much
learned this
coffee.
before? Have you learned this before?
Only a bit like during the Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver, okay. I honestly I don't know what's Dreamweaver, but great.
It's a bit like VS Studio.
Okay,
actually.
cool, very cool. Okay. Okay, so let's start, I guess. For those of you who are staying, I assume you're interested to find out more about this thing. Do share with your friends as well, those who left, about what I'm going to share now. So I'm just going to share a simple roadmap on how you can be a full stack developer. My recommended roadmap, because I think it makes more sense. I'm going to explain the logic behind why I think it makes sense. Okay. First things first, we need to know what we need, regardless of the chosen path. Okay. Regardless if you choose to be a front end, back end, DevOps, or data scientist, we need to know all this stuff. We need to know Google Chrome, for sure. We need to know how to use Google Chrome and inspect element and all that stuff. We need version control, Git and GitHub. How can you manage the versions of a file? For example, if we have, let's say today you want to do a planning sheet, right? You plan proposal _1, you're going to edit. You got proposal _2, you can edit proposal _2 bracket new. Very common, right? We all do that. So version control allows you to go back and forth in the versions of your file and collaborate with your teammates. Let's say Kane is a developer, I'm a developer, I'm doing front end, Kane is doing back end. How can we communicate our code? See it as Google Docs, see it as Google Docs for coding. Okay. Code editor, we're using VS Code. Okay. Command lines, very important as well. Okay. We're going to cover this in 1.3. First, learn the building blocks of all websites, which is HTML. That's what we're doing because it's the easiest, okay? And it's the fundamental technology. Everything you're learning today, you must learn for web. You cannot avoid, okay? Basics of CSS, learn just the basics, okay? Add design, like just now, Wan Ling said she wants to design a button that looks like Google's button. Sure, go ahead. You can do it with basic CSS, okay? CSS, you see, the thing is, we or I can spend one entire month teaching you CSS. I can do that because CSS is such a broad world, super broad world, okay? I can do that, but we are only using 1 week. Why? Because all I want to do is I want to implement, because this course, I want to keep it short and focus on everything that's very important. And for CSS, I believe it's not logic, so you can learn up on your own. We just take 1 week to teach you the fundamentals and the basics, okay? The fundamentals and the basics of CSS so that you know how it all comes together and so that you know how it works. So that, once you know the basics, you can learn up very fast. So what we're going to do is just give you the basics. That's it. All right. Then you're expected to learn the advanced stuff in the future. Okay. So then you combine HTML and CSS. This is what we're going to do next week. We're going to literally next week, we're going to combine these two. These are the beginner topics. Sorry. Okay. Box model, positioning, and media queries. These are considered beginner that we should know by next week or end of next week or next week, okay? And if you cannot master by next week, don't be afraid, because the only reason why we're doing it 2 weeks because we want to start JavaScript ASAP. That's it only. That's only one reason. So you can learn on top of JavaScript. Okay, that's it. Any questions can still ask us. Okay, finally, this is the most important thing of this entire course. Okay, if you can master JavaScript like a master, easily you can get a job. Easily, no problem. Okay, I had a lot of people who knows basic JavaScript come and apply for a job. I don't even hire them. Why? Because they only know the basic syntax. It's like me, I can say I know Python, Java, JavaScript, C++, Ruby, I know PHP. Yeah, I know all of it. I honestly know all of it. But so what? I cannot solve problems with all of it. I can only solve problems with JavaScript and Python. So that's why I would focus on JavaScript and focus on it. JavaScript is everywhere. JavaScript is the future. That's a saying by a very smart developer that everything that can be built in JavaScript will eventually be built in JavaScript. That's how powerful it is. Okay. Moving on. These are the basic programming topics: variables, data types, operators. We're going to cover this week 3. Okay. Then this is where you start bringing in the 3 of it together. Okay, month 2 and month 3 will be focused on this. You can see how big this topic is, combining all of them together. Because learning CSS on its own, fun. Okay, learning JavaScript on its own, fun. Learning HTML on its own, fun stuff. Combining all together is where you really learn. And this is where you realize, right, damn, I feel like I don't know shit. Okay, this is when it gets tough. Honestly, I'm not even kidding. This is where I didn't cry lah. I didn't cry, but this is where I felt like, what am I doing for the past? Okay, I myself, I spent 1 whole month on HTML and CSS only. So if I spend 1 whole month on HTML, CSS, you guys are spending 2 weeks only, which is even tougher. So you guys will struggle here, and it is the struggle that will make you understand how it all comes together. We all need to go through that lah. Even I myself today, I need to Google to solve this. CSS is just too big already. You can spend 1 whole month learning CSS. Okay, that's my point. That's the point I'm trying to make. Start building projects with 3 of them. Okay, then after you start building basic projects like a to-do list, like a calculator, like a guessing game, basic stuff. Once you're done with that, then we go into the more advanced front-end stuff. We start learning about Flexbox, grids, Bootstrap. Bootstrap is freaking powerful. I don't know if we're gonna cover it because it is not CSS. Sorry, it is CSS, but it is a framework, which means it makes life easier for us. We don't need to write CSS from scratch. I'll let you know if we cover this. This is very important, but I expect you guys, if you're good at CSS, you can learn this up on your own in like 1 day. So that's why I want to focus on the fundamental technology, which is CSS. I don't want to spend too much time on Bootstrap. Maybe we'll cover like 1 hour sometime in the future, okay? Then we have version control and GitHub. This is very important because by month 3, you're gonna start working on projects together, hopefully, and you're gonna need to know how to use this, okay? Know how to do a basic deployment of a website, deploy it, and host it on the cloud, okay? And for free, and of course, for free. And then we're gonna start learning up JavaScript, advanced JavaScript. Okay, how can you make API calls? That is, once we get to this, right, you're gonna realize, damn, programming is fun. Honestly, once you get to this part, it's gonna be fun, okay? Then after that, all this stuff, right, we call it vanilla JavaScript. Then we're gonna move on to frameworks. When HTML doesn't need to load JavaScript and CSS, HTML doesn't need to load JavaScript and CSS if HTML and CSS are in JavaScript. Might be confusing to you now, but trust me, it will make sense because in the future, right, like I said, Facebook, right, there's a billion profiles there, okay? Those profiles are not loaded with HTML. Those profiles are loaded with JavaScript. This is why JavaScript is super duper powerful because you're gonna need it to put all this stuff as well. JavaScript can be used to modify HTML and CSS, right? So it's super important, it's super tough, but this is where you start becoming a developer here, okay? So actually everything before here, right, is all fundamentals you must know regardless. Then here is when you really get job ready, all right? Okay, the frameworks, top 3 frameworks. If you continue with us or not, right? These are 3 top frameworks. Won't go wrong. Just pick one and go with it. For us at Hacker Collective, we chose Vue.js just because Vue.js is famous. That's it. And simple for us. Okay, React is famous as well, but we chose Vue for our own reasons. Basically, also it's simple and famous. It's very famous in China. So Kane, if you're based in China, Vue.js You won't go wrong because the creator is a Chinese guy from China who used to work in Google. Okay, and in Asia, Vue.js is pretty big as well. So why frameworks? As I said, frameworks make life easier for us. That's all you need to know for now. You will see it in effect in the future. Then we're going to move on to single page applications. And then in the future, we're not going to cover this, but we can talk about progressive web apps. I know I'm introducing a lot of new stuff, but progressive web apps basically, right? These are apps that have functionalities of mobile apps. So it is said that web is the future because web technologies can be used to build mobile apps. Right now, right, if you go to a website, let's say this one, Hacker Collective, okay? This is how we see it in the web browser on our desktop, okay? I don't know why it's a bit slow, sorry guys, okay? If we want to see it in the mobile, okay, you can see, right, it changed something. This thing changed, the layout changed, right? See the layout changed already, right? Just now it was left, right now it's up, down, right? So this is mobile. So one thing that is special about mobile apps is what is different about mobile apps compared to web-based websites. What's the difference? The difference is mobile apps can connect to your local machine, your local storage, can connect to GPS, can take pictures and all that kind of stuff. So progressive web apps are developed to take over that, and they can do it. Imagine if your web-based mobile website, right? Your mobile website can do all those stuff. Technically, you don't need a mobile app anymore for a lot of stuff. Okay, that's down the road lah. Then, okay, this is the exciting part because congratulations. Once you're done with all this, you can immediately be a front-end developer, and I will assume this will take maximum 4 to 5 months. Once you are here, right, you can be hired already. We hired so many, not so many, 5 people, 5 of our students, 5 to 6 of our students, after they are familiar with Vue.js. Once they are familiar with Vue.js, we hire them already. Because this is, honestly, you can start building stuff in a more scalable manner. And this is a good time to start applying for junior front-end jobs. Doesn't matter if you're not a pro yet, just apply. The demand is very high. Computer science students, they probably don't know how to do this. Honestly, because we can ask the computer science students. I think they, I don't know, I believe, okay, I spoke to many of them, I believe they only spend 1 semester on front-end. Is that true, City? Yeah, okay, City nodded, yeah. So in computer science, they spend a lot of time on theory, on big O notation, on back-end servers, which is great, okay? But that means their front-end is not very much better than us. So this is where we can shine because the demand is just crazy high for this and be a front-end developer. But if you're like me and you feel like you're just very adventurous, you want to keep learning, okay, fine. Don't apply for jobs, continue learning. Continue learning back-end for another 2 to 3 months, okay? And then you're a full stack developer already. Okay, so for backend, what is backend? Just a bunch of complex stuff, no design skills needed. This is closer to traditional programming. This is where all the logic comes in, all the tough logic stuff comes in here. Database, servers, and all that. So it's really not easy. But it's very rewarding. And I would say, if you ask me which one is tougher, front end or back end, there's no right answer because they're both very tough now. Okay, front end is honestly very, very tough as well. So they're both important. Depends on you, it's your preference. Some people is happy with being a front-end developer. Some people happy with being back-end. Some people want to be full stack. Then, it's up to you. But it's just my my guideline now. So MongoDB and Express. Why did we choose these technologies? Because it's very similar to JavaScript. That's it. It is JavaScript, okay? That's it. Then yeah, when you're here, you're a full stack developer. Hacker Collective, we use this thing called the Maven stack, which is Mongo, database, Express for server, Vue.js and Node.js. They are all JavaScript. And yeah, I think that's all. That's all. So it seems like a lot now, for you guys. I'm just throwing out a lot of new terms for you guys, which will be messy. So I thank you guys for staying and listening to this confusing talk. But trust me, it will all make sense down the road. Okay. The first 3 months is going to be especially hard, I would say. Yeah, all this is just motivational talk. You can read it yourself. Do it. Yeah, hard work beats talent. I wrote this and I'm reading this and it makes me cringe as well. So, but it's very important, all this kind of self-motivational stuff. When I was learning myself, I had no true mentor, right? Ming was my only mentor. No one was motivating me. What I did was I had to read articles of self-taught coders. I had to watch YouTube videos every single day just to motivate myself. It's very hard, but You guys don't have to worry about that because you have me. I'll motivate you.
We paid for this.
No, you didn't pay for my motivation. You pay for my mentorship. Motivation is just because I'm a nice guy. Come on, man. Yeah. Okay. Because I care about you. Okay. My job is just to teach, but the motivation part is because I really understand the pain, so I want to help. And yeah, that's it, lah. That's it. So, any
Do
questions?
we get food?
Food?
Yeah, the brownie points.
Yeah. If you come for my events, you say you don't want to come for the next 2 years. How am I going to give you?
Grab food, grab food, grab food.
Oh, cannot. I need to see you. No, I'm not going to give you any food. If you come to my events, I'll buy all of you food. No worries about that. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
Next year.
Wan Ling and Kane, thank you so much for having your video on the whole time. I can see your faces. It makes me feel a lot more comfortable because
Yeah, I understand. I was once
Hawa
a host.
juga, Kak Hawa juga. Kamu tak mention Kak Hawa. Nanti Kak Hawa,
Oh, yeah.
nanti dia
Yes, City also. And then there's Shangze, but his screen seems to be lagging. I don't know why. But honestly, City also, thank you so much for owning your camera. And all of you, thank you so much for being responsive. That's what we want to build. And I understand being in an online environment is very shy. You feel like, oh, what if I ask a stupid question? What if? Don't worry, okay? I'm the host here, and I allow stupid questions. Just don't keep asking the same questions, lah. If you want to ask questions, can, but don't ask the same questions like 10 times. I had that, lah. Some dude was asking me like the same damn question for 10 times, but I still answer. So I'm just saying, don't do it, lah. Okay? I believe you guys are all, normal enough to not do something like that. So yeah, guys, thank you so much. And for the rest of you, would be great if you can on your video. Don't be shy. It just makes me feel a lot better as a host, because I can see I want to connect with you guys, right? I see myself as a mentor, not as a teacher. The difference is a teacher comes to the class, teach, and leaves. Okay, from me, I want to get to know each and every one of you personally, and connect with you guys. Okay, that's my mission from myself, being the co-founder of this community.
Yeah, can I know, Derek, one more thing?
Yeah, go on.
In your previous classes, are there a lot of people drop out?
Yes, we do have people dropping out. I would say, right, I'm just going to be very honest with all of you.
Yeah, just be honest.
First month drop out 30%. First month. Because first month is where everyone comes in and say, hey, I'm just trying it out, right? I know probably some of you are here because you're trying it out. And I understand, because our learning model requires a lot of effort. And maybe some people feel like this is not for them and it's tough and all that, then they'll drop out. I understand. I'm not going to blame anyone, but it's okay, because it's fine, because that gives me more time to focus on the rest. Yep. Yeah. So I would say, just being very honest now, 30% drop out in the first month. Then the rest of the month, people who survive the first month usually will go through. Then I think the rest of the month you get 1% here and there, that's it. But usually the first month is where most people leave. And
yeah, that's what I think as well. I thought even higher, like 50.
You know what?
I thought even higher the number is like 50 to 60, because that's what I saw in China.
In China? What happened in China?
When they study computer science, right, it's very hardcore. For their first semester, they start learning C language. It's very boring. C language is studio, stdio.h, and then blah blah blah, and then they start learning all the bits, and then they start learning all the hardware, like the real hardware. I don't know how to say the 主板 in.
Yes, the memory board, memory location, memory slots.
Yeah, the SSD or whatsoever, they're really learning that. Like their dropout rate is 58.
Oh crap, man! Well, how do you know?
Because I got a lot of friends from University of Beijing and Tsinghua, right? And my school also, a lot of people drop out. Either they drop out, or either they transfer to other programs like commerce.
What did you study before you went to China?
Sorry?
What did you study before you went to China?
I didn't study. I was a stewardess before, so I didn't study. So I just after 3 years, and then I just went to China, get a job there, and when I was 21, I just think that maybe it's a time for me to go back to school. So I'm 22 now, second year.
Why did you choose China?
Huh?
Why did you choose China?
Because they are the only school that accept me. The Malaysia local schools see my grade and they turn.
You went to SPM. You took SPM, right?
No, I took UEC. I was from Chinese Independent.
Which school in Johor?
You went UEC before 1 year. You take SPM first, right?
Oh, my SPM sucks. Chinese that someone who is getting a UEC don't care about SPN.
Yeah.
They basically don't care.
Which读中? Which 读中? In Johor, is it?
Yes, it's Johor.
Yeah, I think I used to do my college in Sunway. I met a lot of Johor people as well from that school, I think. Very cool.
Yeah, it's very famous. It's very famous. But because Sunway don't want me, and then Taylor don't want me, so
Why
I got
don't want you? UEC, okay, what? They were giving scholarships for UEC, I think.
no. I only got an A on UEC, and other things I fail. I fail all.
Fine, you know, honestly, Kane and the rest of you, I'm not shitting on universities because maybe some of you are doing it, but honestly, right, at the end of the day, it's what you can build. That's all I can say. You know,
It's
for
all
every
about connection, to be honest.
connections and your own skill sets. Your
Yeah,
cert doesn't matter unless you're from like Harvard and all that. But if you're just from a mediocre uni, not too much. Tsinghua is good. Tsinghua is super good as well. You know a lot of people from Tsinghua.
Yeah, I know a lot of them. Like they're most of them are in Alibaba or maybe 字节跳动 ByteDance.
Yeah, ByteDance. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our first intern, I think she's working for ByteDance now.
Yeah, it's very nice. ByteDance is very nice. I was an intern there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, last year I think
What do you do?
I did finance and account. Boring, right?
I understand. I'm an accounting student as well.
Yeah lah, you can only go to intern and then the internship is like 1,000 renminbi per month.
Oh shit, little. And you do what do you do? You do like administrative stuff.
Yeah, administrative stuff and then doing their accounts, handle European accounts, something like that. But I always mingle around with the IT team lah.
Oh, so I see you're an accounting student with a flair for tech which is awesome. But your goals is you want to do what again, Kane?
I want to do AI.
AI, data.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Have to learn programming first either way, right? Before you
I have to learn a lot. Like, so I actually saw your guys' post on Instagram though. Did you guys do advertisement? It popped up.
For what?
On Instagram.
Yeah.
It was an ad for me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, to join this
it
thing.
popped up.
Yeah, a lot of people say they came from the ad, I think.
Yeah. I think no, everyone came from the ad.
Oh really?
Everyone came from the ad. That's it.
How do you target your ad group thing?
Yeah, we target Malaysia and Philippines now.
Oh.
Yeah,
So
we're trying very hard to grow the
Filipino.
Huh?
So every Malaysian, every Filipino saw this ad before. Is that what you mean?
No, not
Or
every.
just certain, like.
But what about you guys? How many times did you see the ad?
5 or 6 times.
Huh?
Like 3 to 4 times.
3 to 4 times. Okay, One Link, how many times did you see our ad?
I forgot. I think I just saw not a lot of times, 1 or 2 times, and then I had nothing to do, so I just.
I'm not so nasty lah. Click in. I know it costs. It's pay per click, right?
No. It costs regardless. When you click or not, it costs as well.
Oh really? I thought it was pay per click.
No, that one is Google. That's Google.
Oh, Google Ads. Okay.
This one, I will say every day how much I want to spend on the ad. Then you click or you don't click, also they'll charge you. So.
Yeah, I understand.
So yeah.
It's very accurate, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's how they do their research.
Yeah. Which is awesome, honestly, like it's great. Without the ads, I wouldn't have met you guys. We're still very new now. I hope after this session you guys don't think I'm a scam anymore. But we're still really, really new. We're still
You're a scam.
What, Kane? You still think I'm a scam?
Oh no. Who think that you guys are?
I thought it was a scam.
I think I'm a scam.
Ask me to pay 300, 900 upfront for 3 months, and then don't know, never add me to a group until now. I was like, I don't know this thing. Only office in PJ, never seen before, and then only got 1 review on Google.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have time. We were focusing a lot. Okay, so the thing is, why are we special? Why are we different, right? Because we don't just teach. We bring in projects for students to work on, okay? And I think I spend almost all my time on projects nowadays. And we're working on the startup thing I told you guys, right? But I'm not taking a pay cut from Hacker Collective, Hacker Collective is like a movement. This money we built a startup to make education free. That's our goal. But right now it's just very...
This is fairly cheap. To be honest, this is fairly cheap compared to all the courses that I have attended.
Yeah, honestly, it is cheap.
Yeah.
So
I was like, huh? Even kena scam, I also feel like it's okay lah.
Okay. Are you serious?
Really? Because
I need to record this.
yeah, like
Too much money.
no joke. You know, outside the Python class, how much does it cost?
No.
1,000 USD. Oh my god.
Crazy one, right? And sometimes
It's
they charge
crazy.
1,000, they send you recording only. It's not even live.
Yeah.
What the heck, man? So
They will
heard of a
send
real
in
scam
WeChat. Oh my
before.
god.
yeah,
Like
exactly.
this,
Yeah.
there's this Indian guy, Indian programmer. He's like a rapper
No, a lot of
programmer.
Chinese are doing
And
training.
then
I've been to the training and
he,
it's not nice.
I heard of him. Like he's promised that he will do this exclusive class thing, and everybody joined. He said limited 500 places, and then later they found out it's like one group. He opened two groups and they don't know that each other. One group 500, one group 500, and then he only sent low quality like pre-recorded video. He said there'll be live Q&A, and then you can ask him personally questions, and then they couldn't do any of those. Like you said, we can ask you anytime. He advertised that also, and then he didn't do it also. He was supposed to be a very famous programmer.
What do you mean also? Did I not do it?
Yeah. I mean, he didn't do it lah. I mean,
Okay.
you advertise, he did. He didn't do. He advertised, he didn't do.
Yeah. I mean,
Actually, I recommend everybody to watch at the Harvard Open Lesson CS50. That one is really so damn good, right?
yeah.
I
watched
really like the lecturer, David Morans.
David Melon.
Melons.
But he teaches C++ and Python. So it's more computer science.
No, you just like look at his first lesson. That one is powerful. He
Yeah,
explains everything. I really like that.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Everybody, you can just check out on it if you're keen.
Yeah. No, honestly, you guys should check out. In fact, I was going to send that link after the class because I watched that as well to learn out myself. So yeah.
I'm more interested in C++, to be honest, like all those backend language and maybe because when you see that the HTML code is easy, it doesn't require much manual effort. Like
Wait till you
legit
get to
effort.
JavaScript. Wait till you get to JavaScript.
Oh really?
Yeah. Okay. HTML, as I said, HTML and CSS, that's why we're spending just 1 week. Because this 1 week, you guys are expected to go home and learn up and just be good at it. JavaScript, we're spending freaking 3 months on it at least. Why? Because it's just not easy. Right?
Yeah.
So wait till we get there, and I hope you guys can stay and don't get scared and leave, honestly. Because honestly, it's not easy. Programming is not easy, but my sole belief is anyone can achieve anything as long as you keep trying. That's my belief, Yeah.
I think when the things get confused in the calculation part.
Yeah. Algorithm.
Yeah, algorithm.
I think City should know City, computer science.
Yeah.
So I know some of you have experience There's City, Kane, and I think a few other guys here. You guys have experience already. So if you guys have experience, feel free to share your resources on the chat. Feel free. Okay. Oh, one thing. Shit, I forgot to share this. Okay, our goal is to have you guys organize a separate meetup throughout the week. Just you guys. Okay. Later on, I'll send you guys a document. You guys can vote on your startup project. Okay. I'm gonna choose a leader. A leader will be someone who has an idea of what they want to build. You want to build Facebook, build Reddit. Obviously, you wouldn't want to build those stuff because it's out there already. You want to build something special. Okay. Last batch. But another guy, a classic story of someone who left in month 1. There's this guy, super motivated. He's an Air Force officer, Malay guy from, I think he's from Kedah, Air Force officer.
Wow.
So he was like, hey guys, let's do this. Let's build this app. The Air Force system in Malaysia is crap. We don't record it on the digital platform. We record everything on pen and paper. I want to lead the final project so that I can build this and digitalize the Malaysian Air Force system. He talked a lot. And then after that, he came for the first class. He didn't come second, third, fourth class. Then he said, hey, Derek, actually, I cannot continue because my Air Force teacher said, this is a stupid idea, so I'm not going to continue. Bye. I'm like, oh, shit. That's such a good idea, Like, honestly, that is such a good idea. So something like this, any one of you, if you have an idea, throw it out, we can talk through it and build it up together. Another group also, they are building some kind of like social media marketplace kind of thing. They're building that up. Not yet, but they plan to build it up. And, it's great. So we want to bring people together. That's why I want you guys to on your video and get to know each other. Even for those who are in the Philippines, right? You guys can have a connect group. Currently, I think we have 10 Filipinos already. All the Filipinos that we have, they are all very motivated, very, very happy, passionate people. So I think over time, when we have more, let's organize some meetup in the Philippines as well. Too bad I can't go there because of COVID, but I would go there if I could.
Yeah.
Hi to Filipino people here. Kamusta ka na? What's up?
Hi, kamusta?
¿Cómo
Uh,
estás? ¿Cómo estás? Hola.
It's well, we
no,
got our
that's
the
Spanish,
Tagalog
right?
language. We got that our origin came from some of the Spanish words. That's why it kind of rhymes, but
Yes.
Yeah.
ours is
But it's not the
kumusta.
Kumusta ka?
Yeah.
Kumusta, some say is kumusta ka no? Some say kamusta ka na? I
I
don't know
only
what
know
it is.
selamat.
Yes, just like that. Yeah.
Selamat.
Oh, cute.
Salamat is like Malay.
Yeah, it's
But
same
guys,
in Malay.
I'd really love to have you come here to the Philippines, and we'll definitely show you around and share you our food.
I've been to Makati. Makati is nice.
You've been to Makati. Oh,
Yeah,
you better go to our beaches. You've got good white sand beaches there.
Palagan, Palawan.
Palm Beach. Very nice.
Wow, you've been around a lot of places already. Cool.
Palawan is far though. I have to take a long ride.
It's actually in Luzon. The Philippines has three parts: Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Luzon is the biggest part, and then the
Yes.
smallest part is the Visayas. Palawan is a part in Luzon.
Yes. I don't know why. I took such a long ride. I don't know. Maybe I was stupid.
No, stop calling. What do you keep saying? Okay. Why do you keep saying you're stupid? No, stop saying that. No.
No, because we have to be humble. I don't think so, but I say I'm stupid.
Oh, just to be humble.
There's
Yeah,
difference
just to
between
be
being humble and
To act dumb.
putting down
Not
yourself.
to the
You
point
don't
that
say
you
you're
have to
stupid. You just say,
degrade
oh, I'm not so smart.
yourself.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do that. Of
Yeah,
course, it's not easy. After so many years, you go to another country to work and then decide to study there. It's not easy, yeah. I tell you.
Yeah,
So I mean,
I'm
give
turning.
yourself some credit.
How old are you
Yeah,
guys?
to work.
Hey, how old are you?
Even for me, even after 1 year of A level, I feel like wow, not uni. I already forgot my A level.
Yeah, me too, man. How old are you, Wan Ling?
I'm 20.
20. What about all of you?
So
Yeah, I'm 20. Do I not look 20?
Zero.
I look
Yeah.
20, right?
Yeah,
Do I
yeah.
look like a kid? Or do I look old?
No, you look 20. You look 20.
I look 20,
I
right?
feel old.
Huh? I look old?
I feel old. I feel
Oh.
myself aging.
How old are you, Siti?
Sorry?
How old are you?
26.
26. Okay lah. You look 24.
Okay, thanks.
What do you want to call that? Kane, how old are you, Kane?
Muda niya.
22.
22. Wow, so young True or not?
Yeah,
No.
You look like you're 25. Compliment also is compliment. Look mature.
Are you gonna work?
Never say it's silent.
Yeah.
I was like,
Hey, I thought a female's age is a secret.
No,
no.
I
It's
mean,
not.
when you're younger,
not
it's
a
fine.
secret.
I think when it's older, then people don't want to say.
So when I look older, right, I look like this when I was 16. So I'm gonna keep it until I'm 40.
Yeah, it can lah. I mean, Asian females,
Yeah.
you look the same until you're 45, and then after menopause, it's a meme lah. It's a meme. No, it's a meme.
Let's see how it goes.
George, thanks for turning on your video.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah, I finally had the. Oh, I'm 24 already.
Oh yeah, you look your age. That's good.
Thank you.
Very young group. You know, in our other groups we have like 30 plus. So I don't know. This maybe it's just you guys. What about the rest? If you guys don't mind sharing, you know, Piers, Mervin, Martin.
I think the guy never show their face.
Yeah, that's what I noticed as well. What? Wait, it's so weird.
No, I mean, yeah, I just woke up just now. Then
I also just woke up.
I also just woke up.
maybe the
I
next class
don't even
now.
put on my makeup though. Why are you?
What
Why are
time
you
is it?
scared?
I just woke up. It's 11 p.m.
I just have my shorts on and don't have no shirt, nothing. I don't
Oh,
think.
I also have my shorts on. Come on.
We can all take off our clothes if you
You're wearing
want.
your shirt.
No lah, Eric, no lah. No, maybe next time lah. Once.
How old are you, Mervin?
24 this year.
Oh, what about Shangze? Martin?
I guess I'm the youngest.
Oh yeah, how old are you, Martin?
19.
19 years old. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. The rest, you know, Piers and Eloine. How old are you guys?
I'm 25.
25. Yeah. Cool. Piers?
21.
21. Okay, lah. Very diverse and young group. Awesome. Honestly, really looking forward to really meet up with you guys. We're gonna have a lot more physical meetings. You guys seem like really nice people. I can't wait to see you guys. But for those who are far away, damn, honestly, the Filipinos, those
And
who are
then we
damn.
bring our phone, and then you guys can zoom, and then we show us meeting up.
Yeah, I guess
I'm more sad because I'm currently locked down.
Oh, your
what?
plan is it?
Yeah, I'm from Klang.
Oh no!
Lockdown already, yeah.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah,
No,
lah,
I
guys.
still got 1 more hour lah.
Okay. Then you shouldn't be coding. You should be out in the club or something.
So kasian, oh my god.
Yeah.
Lockdown.
So for the Filipinos, kasian means what a pity. What a pity.
Pity, yes.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think awesome stuff. Really nice to talk to you guys. Until 11:20. I'm okay to keep talking also. I'm chilling, but it's a bit late already for the rest who wants to stay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
correct. I just have to go already.
Okay, Marvin, sure.
Yeah.
Guys, next week, every week we're gonna have a different mentor. I'm gonna be in for a bit as well, but the rest of the session will be led by different mentors. So yeah, guys, looking forward to meet you guys and talk to you guys again. I'll come on every week, don't worry. And yeah, feel free, I have to repeat this again and again. Just feel free to just call me anytime if you need help or if you just feel demotivated. I had last time there was a girl, one of my students. She just called me not because she didn't know how to code. She called me because she had no motivation. So once every week I talk to her on the phone for like half an hour because she's not motivated. But in the end, she gave up also. So it really depends on the person, and I'm more than happy to talk and motivate and teach also. All right. But yeah, guys, I hope I didn't repeat myself too much. And for the Filipinos, I hope you're used to my accent. I hope it's okay.
Trying. We'll get there.
Okay. Thanks, guys. I think that's all. I'm going to upload the video and the slides, and really good meeting you guys. And I hope I'm no longer a scam, yeah? See you guys.
Not anymore.
See ya. Thanks for
Anyone has
your
questions?
Thank
Okay, bye.
you.
Yeah, bye.
We only meet once a week, right?
Officially like this in a group setting, yes, once a week.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good.
No, but you guys among yourself, Wan Ling, George, Martin, Kane, City, all of you, you can set up another meeting, like an accountability. 2 hours maybe on a Saturday, meet up to discuss your code together. Why not? Pair programming, very important, right?
Ooh.
If you want, someone has to take the lead for this. In not every group does this. Some of our groups, there's like one leader who's like, hey guys, let's do this, then that person will take the lead. So for you guys, who knows, one of you maybe can do it. And I think it's really good to practice more. Accountability session. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Thanks, guys.
Right,
Appreciate
ciao.
you.
Bye, everyone. Take care.
Wow, true.
Good night.
Sana. Bye.
What's that? Filipino.
Paalam.
Paalam?
Paalam. Paalam means goodbye.
Paalam. Oh,
Paalam.
Paalam.
Cute.
Okay, goodbye, guys. Good night.
Bye. Gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht. German. Good night. Gute Nacht.
Gute Nacht. Okay, love
Yes,
that.
yes.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.